Oh yeah, you are. Plus, I want you to focus on driving. So yeah, you might as well just.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah. All
super
right.
dark. We just see like a. I think we see like a piece of shirt.
All right. I'll just prop it up. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. All right, we live. Let me say what's up to everybody. First of all, Jalen is driving from South Florida all the way to Jersey because he's moving to Jersey. So he's in the stream while driving to Jersey. I'm probably gonna have to repeat that again once more people get here. Seyi said he's on the way soon. His computer was turning on. And we got Yoshi in the building. We got Mr. Jones. Bad news, I have to drop my college English class because I sent my friend an assignment as a reference. He accidentally submitted the exam. Oh no. We lost 20-0. Well, where's the good news? Oh, bad and more. Oh, Mr. Jones. Not like that. Not like that. What's good, J-Mon? Like I already told you last night on the stream, I'm going to start streaming on my gaming channel again. I was doing it a couple of weeks ago, got sick, then I was busy all this week. And then I got y'all starting like Monday. I'm going to start streaming on the gaming channel every night. What's good, Alante? What's good, Deshaun? Again, my brother. Oh, yeah. I got my little gaming channel where I'm just in the party chat. And right now, the party chat's playing Overwatch, Grounded, and of course, I'm still playing Hunt. Before that, we were playing Multiverses, 2K, and I'll probably get back on 2K. And I can't wait for Call of Duty. I'm actually excited about this one. And I'll just be streaming every night. I'll be on Xbox every night. It's like, why not stream it? So I'm back to streaming. Oh, my boy Seyi in the building. What's good, Seyi? Just to let you know, Seyi, Jalen is driving from Fort Lauderdale to New Jersey right now.
Okay, so I was about to ask, like, why? Yeah, like, why can I not see him? Why is there just a black screen?
Yeah, it's dark as hell right now, man.
Super dark. And what's good? We got. Oh yeah, I'm on Xbox Fresh. I'm on Xbox Fresh.
So what y'all been talking about? Before I
Literally,
pulled
that's
up.
it. Really, I mean, a little bit of Commanders, but for the most part, I was just talking about his trip. I'm just excited about him moving to Jersey.
Okay, so like, what part of Jersey? You probably said that, right? You probably said that.
Hackensack.
Hackensack. Okay. Don't know where that is, but like, yeah.
But that's the same thing I said.
It's North Jersey. It's North Jersey. It's like north of, about maybe 20 minutes north of Newark.
So he's right there by New York. He's like right there. It's just, I just never heard of it though. But he's right there though, and so I'm excited because we try to go to New York every year, and then plus I'm trying to move there, so I might have to see my brother Jalen real quick. Might have to pull up.
Okay, yeah, I might be able to meet you in real life too. If I come visit New York again.
Where are you right now? You just passed Savannah or something like that, you said?
I am in South Carolina now.
Oh, you already gone. Okay, you gone.
Man, you zooming.
Yeah, I'm gone, man. Yeah, I'm about 5 hours from Richmond, and that's where I'm gonna stop.
That's not bad. That's bad. It sounds like you did the worst of it. That getting out of Florida and Georgia sound like literally the worst of the trip.
Yeah, I'm pulling
That's
up
probably
on
like a good 8 hours.
Man, time and racism. Florida and Georgia. Once you out of that, it's not necessarily safe, but you know that's the worst of it for sure. That's definitely the worst of it. And shouts out to King Jamie. He's the Chiefs fan that's always pulling up the most of the streams and everything. Said it's 137 in Hawaii right now. What's good, man? Appreciate you pulling up. And my mom said just stopping by to say hey and leave a like. What's good, everybody?
Yeah, so like
I just
I
get. I just see Shady's little thing under his name.
Oh, cool. I mean, is this even a debate right now? Because I'm about to say, like, yeah, y'all spent like a few minutes on the Commanders. What else is there to spend on the Commanders? That game was trash. That game was absolutely horrible. I had that on my TV, but did I tell you if I actually watched it? No, it was background noise. Why would I watch the Washington Commanders versus the Chicago Bears on Thursday Night Football? NFL finessed Amazon. They put their worst possible teams on there because they know they weren't going to get ratings anyways, and they put it somewhere else.
If we played at 1 p.m., nobody would have watched it. Literally nobody.
No, who would want to watch that? Who would want to watch that?
I have no rebuttal to that. Absolutely no rebuttal to that.
None. The game was terrible. If I wasn't a Commanders fan or a Bears fan, I wouldn't have watched it either. I would have been watching. Probably would have been trying to catch up on One Piece or something.
You know what the NFC East is? So the NFC East is pretty strong. I mean, except for the Commanders, of course. But
Thanks.
so it's like the NFC East. They're trying to see which teams could beat on the Commanders the most, so they can win the division. It's like a free bingo card. You know, when you play in bingo, got that free card. That's when you play the Commanders. That's a free win. Thanks,
Seyi. Thanks a lot.
At the
And
very
zap over Wentz. You
at
say
the
what?
very least, we go 2-4
Huh?
in the division.
Yeah, I think maybe that means we're gonna have to beat the Giants at least once, which looks tough, and then maybe the Cowboys, because the Eagles, I don't see us beating the Eagles. I don't. At this point, the way everything's looking, Eagles might be the best team in the NFC. It's bad. Not even just because of their record, but they just really look that good.
Hey, DeAndre, I mean, if we had Wentz at quarterback, then, yeah, it would have been a long shot to make the playoffs. But in Zappy, we trust. And even if we don't, it's fine. Look, we already had our dynasty.
Even if we don't.
If we could just get a top pick, in the draft, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Hey, man, and I'm not going to lie, bro. Bailey Zappi, it hurts my heart even more because, like, I mean, I loved him last year in college. That man was setting all kinds of records and stuff, but the question was, like, it's lower competition. And apparently, you know, but playing for the Patriots is working.
Don't matter.
He honestly looks better than Mac Jones. It's a small sample size, but he looks really good.
Granted, he played against the Detroit Lions, which is like the worst defense in the NFL. So, I mean,
we couldn't score in the first half against them. We
oh yeah, y'all got Carson. That's why my name says Zappy better than Wentz. Zappy can at least score against the Detroit Lions. Wentz can. So,
yeah,
hey, the proof is in the pudding.
Direct comparison. I ain't mad at it.
Do I like Zappy over Mac? Well, I mean, Zappy is like currently the flavor of the month. Like, he's currently the new color right now. So, of course, right now I'm liking Zappy, especially since Mac was struggling this season. But you know, Mac Jones is still the first round pick at the end of the day. They got a lot invested in him. When he comes back, he's going to start, and we got to see more of Zappy first. Because everybody was getting on Tyler Huntley last year. It was like, oh, they don't need to pay Lamar Jackson. Because Tyler Huntley was balling, right? Until after a few games. And then all of a sudden he struggled, threw interceptions, got fumbles. And everybody like, okay, yeah, they need Lamar Jackson back. So, like, the thing was backup quarterbacks. You got to at least give them a few games. Because teams haven't scouted for them yet. There are sometimes they'll play against a bad team. They'll play good. They get the confidence up. But then reality hits. So we got to see a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel a little bit sorry for what's his name for the Houston Texans. It looked like he was doing something towards the end of last year, Davis Mills, and then he's been kind of struggling this year. So they may even go quarterback this upcoming draft. He looked like could have been a franchise quarterback. Maybe he still could be, but it's kind of like the league is catching up to him now. They finally scouted him. He's struggling. Basically, to your point.
The Texans did everything right. They were like, okay, this guy, this third round pick, I believe it's a third round pick. He looked good. He looked good his rookie year. So, like, you know what? We're not going to draft a quarterback. Now, there might be better quarterbacks next year anyways. And guess what? If he's trash, we're going to be bad enough where we can draft one of them. If he's good, we got our franchise guy on cheap, and now we can build a team. So, like, I like the way they did it. Yeah, win-win.
Yeah, sound better than what we did so far.
The Texans are so good.
Winning by losing.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the Giants too. Like, Giants are playing well, and I'm happy for it because what that means is they're going to keep winning enough games where they can't draft a quarterback. So, which means another year of Daniel Jones. So keep winning, New York Giants. Keep winning.
They didn't pick up his fifth-year option though, which is a little weird. But then again, they're winning, so they may re-sign him.
And now they're in the rock and a hard place. Now they got to sign him to big money because he can't get anything else right now.
Kirk Cousins deal for the Giants.
Finesse.
Yes,
Kirk Cousins, Joe Flacco. Shouts out to all the OGs.
Yes,
helping Daniel Jones get his contract.
Where was Joe Flacco starting this year? Was it for the Jets that Joe Flacco was starting? He was starting for somebody.
He was playing well too, yeah, for the Jets, and he was playing well. Yeah, he's actually outplaying Zach Wilson right now. honestly, he really should be a quarterback over Zach Wilson, but that's another story.
Yeah,
Stop.
That man has me struggling.
Stop.
No.
Flacco
Flacco in the beginning of the season was throwing for 300 yards, 400 yards. He was playing well. He's playing better than Zach Wilson. I just feel like sometimes these quarterbacks, and I was talking to Rico about this before we started the stream, they just get thrown into the wolves. We've seen the Commanders versus Bears. Justin Fields, perfect example. He's not ready to play yet. I still think he has potential to be a franchise guy, but the team has no offensive line. Their best receiver will be a number 3 receiver on other teams, Darnell Mooney. Their running backs, well, at least their running back, Montgomery's injury prone. They got no help around him, but they're throwing him to the fire, and now he has no confidence. He's prone to making mistakes, and I feel like he's rattled, and that could permanently damage him. Like I felt like it damaged Mitchell Trubisky. If they let these guys sit, then they could be good. But like Jets, Bears, they just throw their young quarterbacks to the fire.
Talk about sitting. Who been balling lately? Who been going crazy for them Seahawks? That man looks like a top 5 quarterback this year. Literally a top 5 quarterback. It's crazy.
Like I made this tweet too. Little did we know that the Seahawks traded Russell Wilson because he lost his starting job. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
Geno Smith was going to start this year regardless, and they just
Russell Wilson was a second-string quarterback. they looked at practice. So the quarterback coach told Pete Carroll, Pete, you won't believe this when I tell you, but I think we should be starting Geno over Russ. Like, I promise you, I think we should be starting Geno over Russ. Let's try to trade Russ while his value is up and while everybody still think he's a decent starting caliber quarterback, not knowing that his legs are shot and he can't throw to save his life anymore.
The fact that
Geno Smith,
what you about to say?
He's got the craziest story. I said Geno Smith got the craziest story because this man, I mean, he got into the league when I was in elementary school. That's how long ago that this man's been waiting for his time.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my.
So Seattle got 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, and a 5th. Only had to give up a 4th and a background quarterback, and also got Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, and Noah Fant. Oops.
That's the most expensive trade I've seen from a backup quarterback ever. Jimmy Garoppolo could never. I thought that Jimmy Garoppolo trade was good for a backup quarterback. We're running on Russell Wilson. Seattle did a Danny Ainge trade in the NFL. That's crazy.
All right, Seyi, we might come back to this, but you see Smokes just pulled up, so you know what we gotta do.
Hey. You
know what we gotta do.
My boy Smokes.
What's good,
How
Smokes?
does it feel to get that ass whooping last week? How does it feel? You thought you had the game won. You thought you had the game won, but nah. You should have known I got Kelsey. You should have known Kelsey got me. You should have known Kelsey did it for the fantasy. Then Josh Jacobs as well. He was going to run it.
Whatever you do, don't look at my record.
Oh, no. Now we got to look at your record. I'm not going to say now.
We're going to look at your record now.
Now we gotta look. And just to let y'all know, this picture is when Travis Kelce still only had 3 touchdowns. He went and got a 4th. Seyi proceeded to actually beat Smokes by quite a bit. We ain't going. I ain't gonna dive into that too much.
I was actually mad he scored a 4th touchdown because it would have been funnier if I would have just won that way by decibels. But yeah, Kelce wanted to seal the deal for me, so I appreciated that.
All right, I'm 3-2. That's not too bad. Let me see. Yeah, bro, he's
whatever
a different type of guy.
Oh yeah, Rico also beat you the week before. Like,
bro, wasn't it barely though?
I was trying to have a show that week to talk about that. I beat you the week before. Thanks to the Redskins. Thanks for the Commanders. Since my defense, Philadelphia was playing the Commanders, and they gave me 18 points. So
week 3, I remember something made me mad like this was a fluke. Hold on. I remember being like,
the Commanders helping me win.
Somebody sold me, bro. Hold on. Somebody on my side sold me.
Whatever you do.
Oh, we on the way, Jay. We on the way. Oh, yeah, Traylon Burks. I thought he would be used sooner. Gerald Everett had his worst game of the season. He's actually been playing well fantasy-wise. That was his worst game. Mike Evans was hurt. Yeah, I got sold, man. Yeah,
he wasn't hurt. He was suspended. Remember for
that was week 3. My fault. I thought that was
Marshawn
week 1.
Lattimore.
Oh yeah.
For bum
I got
rushing
sold,
Marshawn Lattimore.
man.
Shouts out to him.
He would have played instead of
1.1?
Traylon Burks.
Who gave me 1.1 though?
What do you mean 1 point?
Someone gave me 1.1.
Oh, your boy David Montgomery.
Oh
your
yeah,
boy.
because he got hurt. He got hurt that game, so I thought like, okay, I might be screwed. But Trevor Lawrence did well for me. Cooper Kupp guaranteed 20 points a game. It seems like.
Oh, Jalen.
No, stop.
No.
Oh, what's on your squad? Oh my!
Man, we gotta look at the team.
Comeback season.
I think the specific word I used was don't.
This team doesn't even look bad. This team actually doesn't look bad.
Literally,
0-5.
Literally, I got on the road, and like 3 hours later, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a rebrand. So I changed my whole team name, everything, hoping that I can just start the comeback now. The comeback needs to start now.
So you changed your name to comeback season literally
what
just
you been doing with your lineups? Like how you are 0-5 with this team?
Shay, just to warn you, that's a barber joke. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he has a good team though.
It's
he
all
has
right.
a good team.
Dalvin Cook's been selling me, and then the one time he doesn't, I lose by 1 point. That was last week. So yeah, it's just.
And Jamal Williams went crazy for a couple of weeks. You got Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Oh, on your bench.
Yeah, I think he was on my bench. Yeah.
Hey, bro, this team is solid though. Like, I mean, it's not the greatest team, but it's definitely not 0-5. Like, that's the problem. Like, why are you? Oh, you barely lost this week. You lost by less than 2 points this past week. You didn't deserve that.
You should have got your defense up. You should have got your defense up.
Let me go look at the schedule, bro, because let me just see how bad these L's are. You do got to step your defense up. Oh, yeah, you scored 66 points 1 week. Oh, yeah, now that's the only one I'm going to go to.
194? Wait, you gave up 194?
Somebody scored 194.
Wait, how? No, we got to click on that game. We got to click on What type of bad luck have you been having?
194.
What type of bad luck have you been having? Like, who did he have?
If you would have scored 125 every game, you'd be 4-1. But the one time you scored 125, he scored 194.
Nobody could beat that team that week. You just faced them on the wrong week.
That's the greatest fantasy performance of the year. Who is this? True one. Oh, no.
He had the one rare good Russell Wilson game. J.K. Dobbins, 22. T.J. Hawkinson, 40. T. Higgins, 20. Oh, and these are guys you don't expect to get points like that.
Oh,
especially Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Jalen. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't meant to be, bro.
Yeah, when I text you, I think this week, I was like, yo, I'm just done, bro. But we lost by 2 points, and that was enough. But right before that, losing by 70, and the guy drops 190, like,
49ers got 22 against the defending Super Bowl champs. Oh, my goodness.
Defense. Oh, my God.
Marquise Brown had 20. What?
Yeah, that has to be his best game of the year, bro. I refuse to believe it's not. I know he's actually been pretty straight. That was his best game. That was his best game, but he's been pretty good though. He's been pretty solid. Man, got crazy targets, double-digit targets every game except for week 1. Oh yeah, that's fantasy right there. That's a great pickup. I mean, they do go back to college though. They go back to Oklahoma, so it makes sense. But before we move on, I gotta say shout out my boy Big Money Sonny for the donation, man. I appreciate it. We definitely gotta link up. I've just been really busy. I went to New York. I've been busy all week, and I was sick in between. I was New York, sick, busy all this week. That's literally what's been going on. I'm having to make videos on the run and stuff. So we definitely gonna link up. Appreciate the donation big time, man. That's my dog right there, the manager of the best Discord ever. And then Smokes also said somebody lost to the team with no manager. So it was like a weird set of confusion, long story, but basically there's a team with nobody running it in this league. And so right now, Smokes said that somebody lost to that team just now. Somebody lost to the team.
Who is that?
That had to have been me.
I don't know, but if somebody in this chat wants to join and take the place of that, I guess first come, first serve. I've been meaning to do that. I just keep forgetting, and I've been busy. Let me go look at the team. Apparently, the team is doing better than Jalen because Jalen's at the bottom. Rich is second from the bottom. Rich is second from the bottom. What team is this? What's the team? Smokes, who's the team, man? I forgot the name of it. I don't even remember.
Watch it be true one. Watch it be true for it's true.
Oh, yeah. Nah,
Hey,
somebody is definitely hacking. Nah, I think it's in Bouquet. Oh, Jamon said he wanted it. All right, bet. First come, first serve. Let me get my boy Jamon in her. Jamon, what's your email? I'll just go ahead and send you the email. Yep, it's Emmanuel. Yep, let's go look at the team.
So what happened to this guy that had this team?
Bruh, Smoke's got to explain it because I don't even remember all the way. It was like he had like accidentally 2 accounts, something crazy, and it's like the team is actually not that bad. I mean, they're winning with guys out there on bye weeks. They got Devontae Adams, Debo Sam. So this is where all these players have been. Breece Hall, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Devontae Adams, Debo Samuel, George Kittle,
let me get Breece Hall
and
there.
AJ Brown. Oh my God. Hey, J-Mon, you got a team.
Hey, let me hold Breece Hall. No, we gotta take these players. Let me hold Breece Hall.
Is there any way we could do a mid-season expansion draft and I get at least 2 players out of that, please?
Yeah, you get first. Please. You get first and second pick. He get first and second pick, and then we go from there. Let me go ahead and add. Let me get Jamon in here, man. Hey, get Jamon in here. Yes, sir. My boy gonna take over. That's a really good team. I ain't gonna hold you. That team might be better than mine. I think it's only losing games because somebody's not managing it, and you got people on bye weeks and not starting the right guys versus the right matchups. You still got Dak Prescott. I mean, he's had Dak Prescott starting, and he still won a game.
Still, DC Ghost trash. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, who's DC Ghost? Let's talk it out, bro. Who's DC Ghost? Is that Rich, man? Because somebody going out the saddest.
I think that's Rich.
Somebody's going out the saddest.
I think that's Rich.
Yep, that's Rich. Does he not care, or is his team just that bad? No, he has Alexander Madison. He cares. He definitely cares. Wait, why is your team? Oh, Kyle Pitts, Jonathan Taylor, D-Hop. That and two. Oh yeah, you got hated on. Rich has some.
You got Team PUP.
And St. Brown. Remember, Amon-Ra St. Brown has missed a couple of games. Oh my God.
Team PUP.
Oh my God.
Bam.
Wait, clapping pack cheeks. First of all, that name is hilarious. He said, I went to NY this week. You'll never believe who I got a pick with. Oh, I don't even know where to begin to guess. Definitely, please let me know. Let me go ahead and get my boy in here, though.
This is the physically unable to perform team.
That team is crazy, bro. You got hated on. Literally, Amon-Ra. You had to pick up Alexander Madison in place of Dalvin Cooks, just out of hope. Justin Herbert's been getting pummeled. He's been hurt,
Let me hold Kenneth Walker. No, let me hold Kenneth Walker.
Bro, he needs him. What do you mean? Oh, they're using him
apparently. He ain't using him apparently. Like he's on the bench.
I hate Luck. Luck set me up for the D's nuts joke again. Yeah. He changed his name. If I would have seen it was Luck, I wouldn't even question it. He got me. He changed his name just for the sport of the D's nuts joke. I can't even be mad. You got me. Let me see. All right, let me go get Jamon's email. Go ahead and get him. This is a really good team. I'm kind of jealous. Get my boy in there. This man coming into a God squad. You just got to get yourself a quarterback and you taking off. That's the real comeback season right there. I'm not gonna lie. Jalen, we got to get you right, man.
Hey, I'll trade you Trevor Lawrence for Breece Hall.
Please.
I'll trade you Trevor Lawrence for Breece Hall.
Let me see.
Damon, I'll trade you Trevor Lawrence for Breece Hall. I'll do it. I'll do it right now.
Man, trying to make moves already.
I'll do it right now. If you want it, you need a quarterback, right? Let me hold Breece Hall. You get Trevor Lawrence.
All right, Jamon, the invite is sent, my boy. Back to league members.
Geno Smith, my franchise quarterback. So, I could trade Trevor Lawrence.
My team not too bad. I'm 3-2. I don't love my team, but I got to figure out what I'm going to do for James Conner. I have no running backs. With Derrick Henry on the bye week, it's literally over with me. I'm going to have to go sign somebody off the street because James Conner's already gone. Like, this is bad. This is actually really bad.
Let me ask you,
All right, beat y'all.
Does anybody need a wide receiver? Does anybody need a
I have
wide
too
receiver?
many.
Because I got a.
Me too.
Yeah,
I have too many as well. I drafted for wide receiver and then draft for running back, and now I need a running back.
Oh, Smoke said, yeah,
Yeah,
Rich sent him a link, and when I clicked on it, my cousin's account was logged in. When I switched to my account, it was too late. So it was like right as soon as we started drafting, a whole bunch of chaos and stuff like that. Oh, Smoke said he's trying to trade for a receiver. I'm not trading anybody. My boss has a box in Arizona. He said he would take me to the Super Bowl if the Chiefs make it this year. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's real right there. I'm rooting for y'all to make it then, because I know we not. So might as well go ahead and start rooting for y'all. Trying to get one for a grip. Jones said he'll take a wide receiver too. So hey, you open for shop, Jalen. You got Jones, you got Smoke,
I'm
you got two
I'm
people.
hearing it.
You got.
I'm
you
hearing
got
it.
If y'all
I'm
need
a
a wide
double
receiver
five
too,
trade
let
it.
me know. I'm open in the trade market too. Y'all need a wide receiver. I need a running back.
Running back. I'm about to go get a running back right now while we talking. I'm struggling. Help me.
Let's let y'all know the God Cooper Cup is off limits. Guaranteed
I ain't
25
mad
a
at that.
game.
I just don't understand how teams know he's gonna get the ball and he still gets the ball. Like why can't we do that with Terry? Why do Amon-Ra get the ball every game? Darnell Mooney had like 12 targets. Why is Terry McLaurin not getting the ball? Even though like we always use the excuse, well, he's the best player. Defenses are gonna game plan for him. Meanwhile, Cooper Kupp,
the Arthur Smith special. That's the Kyle Pitts excuse.
Rick,
I hate it,
I
man.
really think it's time. I think it's really time to get rid of Scott Turner, man. Like
He's making me mad, bro.
He's making me
mad.
frustrating. I'm mad they
Bruh.
zoom in on the guy. Stop showing him during the broadcast. I don't want to see that, man.
You know, last game was the first time he went to the booth too. He's been on the sideline all year. Now this is his first time going to the booth. Yeah, but James Conner being hurt, Derrick Henry on a bye week. I'm just accepting this as an L. I'm not about to destroy my team for temporary moves. I'll have to just take this L probably, because I'm not about to let one of these good players go to get a bad running back. Oh yeah, no, that's dead. Oh yeah, that's super dead. But yeah, Jalen, that bro, I've been sick.
What you want to do for Saquon Barkley now? I'm open to offers. Saquon Barkley. What you want to do?
Wait, you got Saquon and Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, wait, what?
No, I almost got Saquon, but Smokes beat me to it, and now I want Saquon.
About to say.
I was close to getting Saquon, but he got Saquon before me, and I had to draft David Montgomery. When Saquon fell to me, I wasn't going to hesitate. It was going to be Saquon and Travis Kelce. But that'd be Travis Kelce and David Montgomery. If I had Saquon, oh my goodness, I'm winning this league, no question.
The biggest fall off.
I'm telling you, I'm saying that was a huge fall off. I was so mad because I knew Saquon Barkley's gonna have a comeback year this year. Like I saw him in preseason, I saw the quotes he was saying. He was angry. Like it looked like, oh yeah, this guy's on a mission. I wanted him, but Smokes beat me to it.
Balling. Matter of fact, let me go look at just the top players in fantasy right now. Let me change it from all available to all. Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, Travis Kelce. So Seyi has 2 of the top 4 players in fantasy alone.
Poor fantasy guru.
Poor Rich.
Your fantasy guru. I drafted Cooper Kupp number 1. I knew Jonathan Taylor was projected number 1 pick. Did not trust him.
Top 10. That's what I meant. My fault. I had it wrong. 2 of the top 10. My fault. But yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't want to hear poor Rich no more, bro. The football gods against him. Nah, he got football gods against him. I just got God against me. He's seeing my squad. He's seeing who I'm playing against, and just like no, every time.
Literally, if you would have scored those points any other week, you would have won. Nobody could have beat Buddy with 194. Like Seyi said, you got to step your defense up. I don't know how. We don't know how you can play defense, but you got to play fantasy defense.
Lions defense right now.
You got
how you gave up nearly 200 points, Jalen? How you gave up nearly 200 points? Explain that.
The rebrand is everything, bro. The rebrand is everything. I got it.
Rebrand.
I'm gonna go 5-5 the next 5 weeks, bro. Watch.
Hey, Smokes, your arms are too short to box with Kelce. That's why. My man Kelce scored 4 touchdowns on you.
Is Smokes Houston your boy? Wait, Smokes was team
All-Pro team, the 2019 All-Pro team.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was lost. Let me see. So you got
No,
Lamar
it's
Jackson,
this team
Saquon,
wild. You got Lamar
and
as well. This team
wow.
wild.
Nah, this team is crazy.
Nah, I was fully expecting a loss that week. I was fully expecting to get a loss. I'll get a high waiver wire.
Andre Stevenson, who's been going crazy.
He got 25 against me. Ramondre Stevenson got 25. I was fully expecting a loss, and then when I saw that like hugely, I was like, okay, he probably would win. But I was like, hey, I know I got Kelsey, I know I got Jacobs, and look what happened.
That was all we needed, I guess. It was Jacobs. Smoke said it wasn't even Kelsey, it was Jacobs.
It was both of them. Kelsey got 4 touchdowns. What you mean? It was him too. It was both of them. Jacobs had a career high in rushing yards. Kelsey got 4 touchdowns. What can you do?
Matter of fact, I can just go ahead and pull that up while we're talking about it. That was a ridiculous output, man. That was a ridiculous. You didn't get the invite? Oh, let me go try it again. Let me go see. I'll go do that on another screen real quick while y'all looking at that. Yeah, this is. Oh, let me scroll down a little bit for y'all. And
Trevor Lawrence didn't do it for me. Christian Kirk didn't do it for me. Romeo Doubs had his down game. Eagles had their first bad defensive game, but we still pulled out a win. We still worked through it. You know, I had Geno Smith on the bench. He had 24 points. David Montgomery, as you see, had 18. But hey, we still done it. We still done it. Shouts out to the Cincinnati Bengals, keeping Lamar Jackson in check. Shouts out to Logan Thomas on is he even playing? Like he had a goose egg, so shouts out to Logan Thomas on that.
He was hurt. He was hurt sadly. He was sadly hurt. It's just tragic. It's so tragic. It's so tragic. Fantasy is hate, bro. Fantasy is really hateful. What's good, King Jamie? Appreciate it, Rico. This is for a flower for your mama. I wish one was alive so I can get her a flower, so I'm gonna get you my own one. Appreciate that, man. Big time, man. Again, that's a Chiefs fan that's always pulling off to all of the streams and support, man. One of the realest doing it, man. Shouts out my boy King Jamie. I appreciate that. I'm gonna tell my mommy that too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I invited you again, Draymond. I hope it worked. I think. Let me know if it worked. I sent another one. I changed it to lowercase. I'm gonna see if it works. But yeah, man, this whole Russell Wilson thing, like Seyi said, the fact that they went through all of that for a backup quarterback is insane. That's like actually really insane when you really think about it.
And then you see the game with the Colts and the Broncos. It's just like Colts.
Terrible.
It's like that meme where the strong black hand, strong white hand shaking hands together. Colts, Broncos, signing old, washed-up quarterbacks.
Nah, for real.
Appreciate that, King Jamie.
I'll give you I remember your Matt Ryan take at the beginning of the season. I'll give you that. You were right about that, but you're still wrong about Mac Jones. So I'm not.
Wait, I was right about Matt Ryan. What did I say about Matt Ryan? Because I remember saying something different.
Oh,
they wasn't better than who?
You saying like the Mac Jones.
Well, no, what did I say about Matt Ryan?
Yeah, you were saying he wasn't better than Mac Jones.
And that he was washed, like he's not.
He wasn't better than Mac Jones. Yeah, he wasn't better than Mac Jones. Yeah. But I did also say this, maybe not in this show, but I said this somewhere else. Matt Ryan is going to have. Did I say that? Yeah, Matt Ryan's going to have an MVP caliber year this year because he had weapons. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong.
You just that high on Mac Jones. You weren't even low on Matt Ryan. You were just that high on Mac Jones, basically.
No, I just thought Mac Jones was a better quarterback, but I just thought Matt Ryan. Yeah, that too, but I just thought Matt Ryan had weapons around him. So with weapons, like how he won the MVP that year. I don't think Matt Ryan was really that great. It was just because he had a great O-line, great run game, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. He looked good.
Wait,
I felt like it was going to be the
receivers. I don't like the Colts receivers at all.
They were better than what he had in Atlanta that last year. So I thought, okay, hey, he's a smart guy. He got good receivers. That's a good O-line. He has the best running back in the game. At least he was last year. And okay, maybe Matt Ryan will have an MVP caliber year. Know how Matt Stafford had that in the beginning of the season. Not saying that Matt Stafford was a top quarterback, but with the weapons around him, he looked really good.
Well,
no doubt.
I mean, I'm just glad that with Carson Wentz as bad as he's looked, at least Matt Ryan's looked probably even worse, so that it's not a whole bunch of we look crazy for what we did. It's just like it was a lose-lose for everybody.
He is finito. He is cooked. He is done. He is burnt.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, bro.
Yeah, Matt
it's
Ryan.
Bad for both of us.
Matt Ryan looked bad, but I think Carson Wentz dropping 98 yards last night is even worse.
Carson Wentz. He's the worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
God damn.
He's worse than Justin Fields. He is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL right now. Who's worse than him right now?
Let me see if anybody.
Definitely AG though.
Justin Fields.
He's worse than Justin Fields. Can at least run. Justin Fields at least threw a touchdown. Carson Wentz can't even do that.
I'm gonna blame A, Scott Turner, and B, our offensive line.
Offensive line is terrible though.
Top 5 worst in the NFL.
What do you think Justin Fields got to work with?
No, I got
you
got that, but
your third best receiver is better than Justin Fields' best receiver.
1000%, but does Justin Fields have Scott Turner calling the plays? I don't think he does.
Davis Mills, Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields.
It's not that great either.
And they got Carson Wentz over all of these people, boy. They got Carson Wentz up here, 16. Hey, 16, yes sir.
What?
Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Daniel Jones, Jacoby Brissett,
that was a bad set of quarterbacks.
Mariota, Andy Dalton. It's a lot.
We got Mariota still exists. He might
Andy
be
Dalton is starting for the Saints. I forgot about that. Matt Ryan, Zach Wilson.
Oh, Andy Dalton. Okay.
Bailey Zappi played well for me.
No, don't try that. Don't try to.
I wouldn't put Bailey Zappi that low. Davis Mills hasn't been good this year, like I said earlier. Baker Mayfield's been struggling. And then Skylar Thompson, I didn't even know that was the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
I forgot. He's the third. I guess by proxy, technically, Skylar Thompson's the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. I guess so. If you want to count that.
Nah, but I'm not gonna argue that Carson's top 20. I ain't delusional. I'm not gonna say here he's top 20.
No,
he's not 16.
But if you look who's below him, I think this goes to show there's just a lot of bad quarterbacks this year.
Russell Wilson next, like that. Russell Wilson, right? There's no way Russell Wilson has been better than Matthew Stafford. Has Matthew Stafford been that bad? I haven't really.
No, he's been terrible. He's been absolutely.
He's been worse than. I know. I think
he's been terrible.
I think he has like 4 or 5 interceptions in the fourth quarter right now and no touchdowns. I heard about that. He's been worse than Russell Wilson because I saw that.
He literally doesn't throw it to anybody other than Cooper Kupp. And because of that, he just gets interceptions. Like, we know who you're throwing it to.
All I see is the Bills game and the 49ers game that the Rams played, and he could not move the ball to save his life. He really was only hitting Cooper Kupp. So.
Manufactured touches, man.
There was like this video on Facebook I saw that like it was saying that why you always throw the Cooper Kupp. I went to the bathroom, I came back, you're still throwing the Cooper Kupp. I went out to get some food as you still throwing the Cooper Kupp. I went to my girl's house, smashed her. I came back, you still throwing the Cooper Kupp. I went back, smoked the blunt, and you came back, you still throwing the Cooper Kupp.
That's so bad. There's no way Jimmy G is 12. We gotta stop this. This is not. This is unacceptable.
No, it's just a bad set of quarterbacks this year. It's just a bad set of quarterbacks this year. Wait, why is Brady still number 6? Why is Brady that high right now?
Yeah, I don't think he's been playing that well.
I can't disagree with that, but this season, I don't know.
He had 2 weeks that he lost. First of all, he'd be 5-0 right now if he didn't have injured receivers. Well, not injured because Mike Evans didn't play one game, right? And then the week before, Julio sat out as well. So like, you eliminate that, then they're 5-0 in my opinion. They definitely beat Green Bay with Mike Evans.
All right. Carson Wentz not top 10 quarterback anymore. When was he? Like, he had like half a season where he looked like an MVP quarterback, and that was it.
Well, just to let you know, he's the only quarterback in NFL history since they've been doing Thursday Night Football with 7 wins and no losses at least. Like, he's the only one. He has the best Thursday night record out of any quarterback.
The fact that he played
even though he didn't do
Thursday
anything
Night Football 7 times shows there's a problem with Thursday Night Football. Why are we seeing Carson Wentz that often on Thursday nights? Like, why are we watching teams quarterback by Carson Wentz that much?
It's a good.
I like to defend Carson Wentz because I don't think he's the worst, but I don't think has anybody questioned the fact that the Eagles won the Super Bowl when he had his best year, and ever since he's been a train wreck. So like,
well,
they
granted he wasn't playing.
Obviously, the best squad. Was that?
Granted, he wasn't playing for the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl. It was.
I mean, but
Nick
he did
Foles.
carry them to the playoffs, though. But yeah, Nick Foles.
No, but I'm saying when he
won it.
they got their position in the playoffs because of Carson Wentz, and he was playing phenomenally. But my point is that everybody highlights that year, but then you think about it, they had a Super Bowl roster. So was he really actually playing phenomenally, or was it just everybody else making up? I mean, the offensive line was solid.
That's the point we're making
though,
with Matt Ryan. It was like, was it really him, or was it the fact that he had Julio Jones in his best year of his career? He had a very good offensive line. I think Ridley was still in Alabama, but they had Muhammad Sanu. He was, at that year was a solid number 2. Kyle Shanahan was a genius
Matt
at
Ryan
OC.
had Pro Bowl years prior, so he's had Pro Bowl years prior. So you've seen Matt Ryan play good enough to warrant like, oh, okay, this might be an MVP type season, right? But Carson Wentz is like that anomaly that he had wasn't even that great because when you look at it, the team won the Super Bowl without him. And then the years after that, this man's just been, like I said, a train wreck.
And I think this also goes to show that confidence and mentality is definitely a factor too. I just feel like back then he doesn't have the confidence that he used to. And the injury definitely changed him because he was a guy that relies on athleticism and mobility. And
but he's so
athletically,
now.
Yeah, he's not nowhere near the same Carson Wentz he was back then. He was almost like Josh Allen back then.
Yeah, literally.
Don't talk about
that
read option, bro. Don't talk about that read option, man.
Yeah, we'll skip it.
We'll skip
it. It was terrible. It was terrible, bro. We could have ran. All of us could have ran that faster than that, man. He looks like he's running in mud. It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. It just looks like he got ankle weights on. He got the Rock Lee ankle weights from the original Naruto. My boy Big Money Sonny with another donation. I need to fall back from top 5. Rico knows. What's good, man? Appreciate that. And then that man clapping pack cheeks. Well, look, he changed his name, so nothing we can really do. Nothing I can really do there, man. He got me with the D's Nuts joke. I changed his name. What am I supposed to do? Said something about New York. He set me up.
Can we talk about though, like, how Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi look essentially like the same person?
Let me go down to
like physically, like
no, just like scroll up. I mean, just looks wise, like they look exactly the same. There was even a picture that showed Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi. Like, yeah, they look exactly the same.
Let me type it in. See them next to each other with the helmets on. Let me see. I don't even, honestly, I don't know which one this one is. Let me see. Yeah, it is.
They look exactly the same.
It's actually pretty close. That's actually pretty sad.
Bill Belichick got a type.
Oh yeah, we've seen with receivers and quarterbacks. We've seen. It's been working. I mean, what can you do? What can you do when it's been working? Honestly, what can you do? That is funny though, and then just to have him in the middle, it just looked crazy because he looks completely different from everybody. It's just crazy.
I'm just trying to wonder, when did Nick Wright ever get this much hair? It's like the Bomani Jones thing. All of a sudden, like you blink, and Bomani Jones got an afro. When did Nick Wright get like a whole?
Oh, he did do that. He did do that, like during the pandemic.
And I thought Nick Wright. Isn't Nick Wright mixed? I thought he had Afro type hair. I didn't know he had hair like that because he always had like a shaved head.
Honestly, I don't know, and that's actually pretty ironic too, because him and Bomani Jones are like best friends, so that's kind of funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden you blink and now they all got long hair. That's crazy.
They went to the same same doctor, something.
Same one as LeBron, apparently.
Yeah, something. Even though, I mean, Bomani Jones, I think he just let his grow. He just refused to let his grow. And then now he just decided during the pandemic he was going to stop cutting his hair. So I think it actually just naturally grew in. But Nick Wright, I don't know. Because, I was surprised that his hair texture was that too. I thought he was mixed as well. Send the link to my IG. All right. Oh, yeah, I could do that, Draymond, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We still trying to get him in the fantasy league. He's still not in all the way yet. And then I say
he don't get his emails.
Oh, King Jamie said Nick Wright is not a real Chiefs fan, and that's coming from a Chiefs fan. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the emails, Jalen. I'm gonna send him a link real quick though.
That's a crazy statement. Every time I see that Nick Wright, he talking about the Chiefs.
Bro, literally, even when nobody's talking about them.
Yeah.
Let me see how I can send like a link. There's a link somewhere in here. And just to give a heads up to y'all in the stream, my boy Jamal is pulling up to get this Xbox, so I'm just have to run out real quick and give it to him, and then I'll be back when he gets here. Just a heads up, so I'm not just in the middle of a conversation dip. Everybody's like, "What happened?"
Oh, okay. So you're still doing them scalping.
Not really, no.
Scalping
like this,
consoles.
I've had this for a couple of years, and honestly, I wanted to keep it as a backup, but he just like really wants an Xbox real quick because we've been on Overwatch heavy. And so yeah, there we go. There you go, right there too, Jamal Perez. If y'all aren't subscribed to him, he has like 50,000 or something like that. He's about to start going crazy again. So make sure y'all support my boy. But he said he wanted it, and say, hey, I mean, he already sent the everything. So whenever he get here, I'm just run out real quick, just to give y'all a heads up. Bro, I literally want to keep the Xbox. I literally don't want to sell it.
Probably gave you a shipping fee, even though you're the one picking it up.
Nah, I literally gave him. I didn't even charge him tax. I technically paid $5 something with tax, but I just said the regular just
processing fee.
Now, I didn't even do it, bro. Did you see the waiver wire we made a signing? Wait, who? Wait, you talking about the Commanders? Let me see. Where's the little transaction wire thing? Hold on. Commanders. I almost typed in Redskins.
Here it goes.
I'm not gonna
lie. Another wide receiver. Here it goes.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Literally the only position group that we have that's consistent. Wide receiver. Let me see what we got. The only reason we need to bring in a receiver is so we can bring a returner to replace Dax Milne. That's it.
So it's not just me who thinks he's the worst returner in the league. It's not,
bro, literally the worst. And that was a setup for a D. Why is everybody having fun right now with the D's nuts joke? I'm just trying to make content, man. But that does take us to a good point. Dax Milne is literally, to me, he's the worst returner. Well, he was until Buddy from the Bears muffed that punt. Until he did that. That's literally the only reason we won the game. Literally the only reason. We couldn't move the ball. Truly. He saved us. Yeah. He literally saved us. Oh, this is still Luck with another account. I'm about to stop answering questions. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. I don't even know that. I don't even know Buddy's name that muffed that punt.
Get him on the screen. Get him some screen time. Matter
of fact, let me pull it up. Hold on, muff punt Bears. Let's go ahead and shout him out because he is a real one, bro. Let me see. It says Velus Jones Jr. muffs punt again. Oh no, Poole, baby. All right, let's type in Velus Jones Jr. Now I gotta know where he's from. So he's from Alabama. All right, he was born there. Let's make sure that he didn't move to Atlanta.
USC?
USC, then Tennessee. This somebody boy drafted in the 3rd round of this past draft. So he's a rookie. That's why we don't really know him like that.
But 3rd round fate to be decided. Is he gonna be cut as a 3rd round pick? That would be crazy.
Stop muffing. They said he muffed punts at least more than once, which is terrible. What's good, Rich? We already talked fantasy football, so thank goodness you weren't here.
Look at that picture.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my goodness.
Why does he look so swollen in the top right picture and then so skinny everywhere else? Am I missing something? That literally doesn't look like the same guy. Am I tripping? Or is he skinny there too and I'm just not seeing it? I don't know. He just looks extremely skinny everywhere but that picture. But yeah, man, Poe baby, 3rd round pick already about to get cut. I mean, the Cowboys cut John Ridgeway, who we picked up. He was I think a 5th or a 4th round pick, and he got cut with only like 2 weeks into his rookie season. I don't know. The NFL is like whatever.
What about being a wide receiver though? Like if he's not working as a return man, like what about wide receiver?
Might as well. It's just Darnell Mooney and friends, and Pettis, I guess. It's just keep trying. There's no reason to cut them.
They can't hurt with the Bears. They ain't doing nothing with their receivers.
Exactly. You might as well just leave them. You literally might as well just leave them. Yeah, this is the quarterback list right here, man. A little ugly. But if y'all ready, man, we can go ahead and get to some of the fun. I guess we could do the Celtics first. Jalen's here. Let him take the floor if he wants to. It's up to him. But we got to talk about this. And I got to have her on the screen because this is the most shameful part about the whole thing. I don't care about nothing else but that part.
Did y'all see the woman in question, though?
No, I have not. Actually, should I go look it up?
I did not.
Let me. I'll show you a picture. I got it from my other sources. No, shouts out to Brandon and Evan, other St. John's people.
Yes, sir.
Brandon,
Yes, sir.
Did a picture about the woman allegedly that Ime Udoka had relations with. So let me share that to Rico.
Man, I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm actually hearing multiple things because, I follow a bunch of Celtics, fan pages left and right or whatever, and there's some reports or some people saying that there's multiple women. One was like the VP's wife, like he's been like messing around with like everybody, girl, in the building or what?
Like wait, so it's more than one? It's like crazy. A huge scandal. Like it's like
dirty man.
Apparently,
he said I'm the big dog now.
Man. Yeah, what's going on? Is he okay? We were all rooting for him too. We were like, yes, black head coach for the Celtics,
and for me, Nigerian American head coach too. Like,
yeah, we were like, let's root for him, man. Got the wife, everything. We was like, man, let's root for him. I'm rooting for the Celtics to win.
And not just the wife. He had her.
And you can still root for us.
He had her. He had Nia Long.
He said
now those of us that watched the Fresh Prince back in the day, we knew about Nia Long back then. He had Nia Long. That's what I saw. I saw that in his playing days. Like, yo, wait, he dated Nia Long, ain't he? And he messed it up.
Well, it's been like a really long thing. That's been like a long time type of thing.
Pun intended.
Yeah, they've been engaged for 7 years.
Pun intended. Let me see. How do I'm trying to figure out how to send a link.
Not very long anymore. Not very long anymore.
Bad. That's so bad, bro. That's so bad.
Hey, but we still got the best roster in the NBA, no question. Best roster in the NBA, no question. It's not even close.
But
how you feeling about that, Seyi? How you feeling about that?
Derek White in the building again, another year. The best roster in the league, no question.
I think Clippers got something to say about that. Just saying,
Stop.
If Kawhi comes back 100%,
healthy,
and who else?
If healthy,
Kawhi, Paul George, Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, John Wall, Reggie Jackson, man, Ivica Zubac, Luke. No, like they got literally two starting lineups. Nicholas Batum.
Reggie Jackson. No.
I'm just saying, like,
no Batum. No. Why?
This is actually kind of crazy. Hey, man, it is what it is.
This is what I got from Lil Birdie. Not sure if this is confirmed or not, but I mean, this is what the streets are saying.
Link from the list.
I'll be right back. My mom's calling me.
All right, man. We'll be here. But yeah, man. So yeah, Seyi finally sent me the picture. I got the picture up, man, and I am appalled. But we're just gonna go back. We're gonna go back to what we was doing. But yeah, I agree. It's Clippers, Warriors, Celtics for sure. I think it's between those three.
Also, I mean Bucks as well. Like you got Giannis. You got Giannis, Chris Middleton,
that's kind of
Drew Holiday. Yeah,
it should be. We should be
very
talking
good
about
role
the
players.
Nets. We should be talking about the Nets. We should be talking about the Lakers.
It's gonna be
but
fun.
I'm not putting my money on them. I'm not putting my money on them.
Nets outside their top three guys, like their role players are bad. Lakers, I really don't know what to expect from them, so I'm not putting them any. If Lonnie Walker is starting for your team, I'm not putting you as one of the best rosters in the NBA.
You saw Westbrook coming off the bench, probably. I don't know how he's gonna handle that mentally.
They just trying to trade that man. You see that defamation of character try to send him saying he wasn't part of the team huddle. They just trying to trade that man at this point.
Yeah, they just try. Yeah, I mean, they trying to let his stock go up. I'm pretty sure they're hoping he plays well, let the stock go up, and then try to get rid of him. That's what Jamal wants, because Jamal rooting for the Lakers.
Yo, Smoke, 6 is generous. That's all I gotta say.
And, hey, his second point. He might be on to something. I ain't even think of that. That is crazy. That's really crazy. So, like, for anybody who may not know, Seyi, do you know how to break down everything that happened? Like, what is going on exactly? Because you know me, I typically don't really click on stuff, so I don't even know all the details. If you know all the details, please let me know.
But yeah, like what Jalen said, like, yeah, apparently it's like the vice president somewhere else higher up in the Celtics office, but they're all Celtics staffers. That's what I've been told. But this is one thing I'm trying to like wrap my head around. I guess like this could be a suspendable offense.
That's what I'm trying to wear. That shirt looks so small. How you get in there?
That shirt is really small. Like how you got a t-shirt under it.
That's looking at that the whole time. Well. That shirt is painted on. It
has to be Photoshop. That's something I can't wrap my head around. But also another thing I can't wrap my head around. This guy got suspended for a whole season for doing something not ethical, and in jobs like regular jobs, you could be fired from that if you're the CEO doing that, or you're a high-ranking staff member. That he could be fired for that, but he gets suspended for a whole season. Draymond Green is for throwing a haymaker to Jordan Poole. What is he going to get?
Us to the I did not. I thought this was my Well, go ahead and start talking about this because Jamal is outside. I'll be right back. Go ahead and just tell him. Go ahead and talk all about this right here.
Man, you talk about Mike Tyson, about Roy Jones, about Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Nobody can come close to Draymond Green. Now, that punch he threw to Jordan Poole, boy, that reach on it, that form, absolutely amazing. And Jordan Poole went sleep. He went sleep right next to the next preseason game. I'm not sure if he was conscious at any point before that. But, yeah. So, in basketball organizations, apparently these things happen a lot. So, Michael Jordan punched out Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's been a part of all of this. But now Draymond Green knocks out Jordan Poole. But at the same time, if the video like that comes out, something has to be done. Something has to be done with that. But yeah, I don't know with Draymond Green with that. Like he has to be suspended. I would at least suspend him for about a week or something. Anthony Thomas says Jordan Poole said light skin back years. I mean, but the thing with Jordan, like, what can he do? What can he do? Like, you push your teammate, right? You push your teammate, a guy like Draymond Green, who's expected to be the team leader. Did you really think he was going to throw a haymaker at you? Do you push a guy like that and expect he's going to throw a haymaker at you? I mean, I'm not going to expect that in a regular practice. So I don't know like what Jordan Poole did wrong. People said he should have had his guard up. Like, what are you going to expect that in a regular practice from one of your team leaders, one of your locker room guys, supposedly your mentor, is going to punch you in the face like that? So like, I don't know what Jordan Poole could have done. I don't know what he even said to Draymond Green to provoke that. But yeah, I don't know what you expect Jordan Poole to do. Like, you're not going to expect, if Jordan Poole, if I push Draymond Green, he's going to land a haymaker on me. He's going to punch me with the spirit of Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali all closed up in his fist. Like, I don't expect that in an NBA practice.
Yeah, that's something you can't kind of. I mean, I know you fight with your friends and stuff, and you might even like, do run 30 or something, run 15 or something, like a quick 15, something like that, but not just like full legs, like he put his legs into it like a Mike Tyson punch. And then like my mom pointed out, like Jordan Poole looked like he hit the back of his head on the wall, and like that was just ridiculous, man. That was terrible. And then my mom also showed me the meme from Snowfall, teach a man how to squabble. So he said Jordan Poole said light skins back years. But I just
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you expect Jordan Poole to do? Like, do you expect that to happen to you?
You don't see that coming. Yeah, you can't really make fun of him too much because you don't see that coming. And like my mom pointed out, if he got knocked out, it's probably from hitting the back of his head on the wall, going after the punch. Like
that was wild. That punch was wild. When they said altercation, I just thought it was just going like pushing back and forth. Normal. But then when that leak came out, that TMZ leak came out, my goodness, I was not that was an altercation. That wasn't just an altercation. That was the very definition of an altercation. It wasn't anything clickbait.
Let me see. Let me go ahead and just pull it up, just in case for anybody who hasn't seen it. I don't know if that's technically too violent, but
won't get flagged for this
anyway. Yeah, whatever. I don't even care on this stream. We just here to have fun. Okay, let's see. You saw the clip. Matter of fact, while this is going, I'm gonna go get the clip with Draymond Green from a few years ago. I'm gonna go get it, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. Dang, what do I type in?
I don't know though, Smokes, but that's a different time though. That's like early 2000. Etan Thomas and Brandon Hayward. That's a different time. This is 2022. You can't just be. I guess the video can't be just coming out like this and you expect nothing to be done about it. Something's gonna be done about this. Something should be done about this. That's all I gotta say.
Is this the video where he's talking about Jordan Poole? He had a video a couple of years ago, like when they first were getting Jordan Poole or whatever. Oh yeah, this is the video. All right, so I'm gonna have to download it and then play it through the thing. But yeah, basically the video, he's talking about how Jordan Poole likes to get under people's skin and stuff like that. And he loves it. He's like, if he ever gets under your skin, that's your fault, type of thing. And so it's reported that, what did Jordan Poole say? Something about your a triple single or something like that. That's what it was.
I think. You also gotta be careful of the source, because I know Ball Sack Sports.
Oh yeah, they're running rampant. Rampant.
Like, you gotta be careful where this source actually came from. But I do remember Damian Lillard saying in the quote like months back, when Jordan Poole was like a rookie or a second year player, when he was like on the end of the bench, he was just like talking trash to Dame Lillard from the bench. And then I think he got in like for a couple minutes to just start talking trash to Dame Lillard. And then Dame Lillard went to Draymond Green, like, who is this young kid talking? Like, who is he? Like, why is he talking trash to me? But he said, like, he kind of respected him because he was like, this guy got no playing time, but just was getting under the skin of Dame. Well, it wasn't really getting under the skin, but was trying to rattle Dame Lillard and didn't like act like the lights were too big for him, or because he's an end of the bench guy, wasn't scared to just like be shy at Dame Lillard. He was talking trash to him, but that's Jordan Poole.
From the bench. From literally the bench.
That's Jordan Poole. I guess that's his character.
That's pretty funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take that confidence. And then hold on. I actually have the video ready now. I can go ahead and present video file.
Actually seen Andre Botch in person before.
Yeah, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Which is great.
That Jordan did that showed me he's going to be all right in this league. Actually happened in training camp of his rookie year. Jordan came into camp talking shit to everybody. And I remember one day, him and Glenn Robinson III, they got into it. All these guys are coming to me like, tell him to shut up. His young ass always got something to say. But I'm like, I'm not going to tell him to shut up. If you can't handle him talking shit, that's on you. At that moment, though, the way he was getting under guys' skin, I appreciated that. You know, you couple that with the hard work that he puts in and the amount of skill that he has. And it is a recipe for a guy who's going to be successful in this league.
So basically what Draymond Green should have really told Glenn Robinson III, if he's getting under his skin, just throw a haymaker at him.
Yeah, that's basically the advice. That's basically the advice. And Sonny, if in case you missed it, here you go. And Jamal,
I'm about to say, why are you showing this again?
But Smoke said,
Oh
I gotta catch the replay. They showed the alleged women.
This is like the Kyle Lowry stuff all over again. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Let me go
Oh
get
no!
Let me go get that video right
no.
now while we chilling. Let me go get that video right now.
No, Jamal Professor, look what Chris Haynes just tweeted. Let's see what Chris Haynes tweeted, please.
I'm kind of scared. Hold on. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let me see. Let's pull it up. We're gonna get our live reaction, I guess. I don't even exactly know who this is, not gonna lie. Lakers head coach Darvin Ham on Russell Wilson coming off the bench tonight. It's not a demotion, it's a realignment. Boy. So he's coming off the bench.
And translation. He doesn't want to be traded, so we're going to force him to be traded.
Basically. Literally. They're doing everything they can. I mean, maybe they're just trying to get him to explode where he just starts throwing chairs and now it's like, oh, see, now we got to trade you because you're acting crazy, even though they antagonized them the whole way. But yeah, Westbrook is definitely coming off the bench. I remember seeing that notification. I think it was yesterday or something. Somebody announced it. I just didn't know if it was true or not. But now that this looks like a reliable source, I know it for sure now. Oh yeah, my boy Jaden McDaniels is gonna start. Okay, I mean they traded away most of the depth, so I guess he technically does have to start.
You know, Utah wanted Jaden McDaniels, and Timberwolves said he was off limits. It's
man,
like
I wish Malik Beasley would have been off limits too. Golly. I'm still mad at that trade, man. Ant gotta go. You gotta get up out of there, man. This is not. They're gonna win more regular season games, but they're not gonna win a championship.
You know what? I don't know. Like, I like this. I'm starting to like this team a little bit. We gotta see. We gotta wait and see, because defensively, this team might be really good. Because you got Jay McDaniels with his wingspan. Karl-Anthony Towns might be better defending fours than he is fives. Then you got Rudy Gobert. Like. They might be straight. They just got to get good guard play, good wing play coming off the bench. I think that's just going to be the problem. But yeah, they got a lot of money tied into these guys too, so that's also a problem.
Can I just get the updated roster? I just want a picture of like Rudy Gobert. All right, whatever. We got this. Good enough for me right here. We'll use this, but
they don't got the blonde hair of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, this literally not even what they look like, because by this time, Ant already done changed his hair to twist and then back to like a somewhat of a low cut. It's a little bit lower than that. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they got better defensively. Like I said, their floor is way higher. They're going to win more games. They're going to be a higher seed in the playoffs. They're not going to be playing in the play-in. They'll probably be like a fifth seed, maybe even a fourth seed. But I just don't see this being good enough to win a championship or even make the finals, in my opinion. So to sell your whole future, get rid of all of the depth, literally except for Jaden McDaniels, basically, and all your draft picks, and then you're paying two guys how much? Just between Cat and Rudy Gobert, how much are we paying them? Oh,
that's be the most expensive front court in NBA history. I don't know what's more expensive than that.
Let me see, bro. How much?
I think they're the first and second highest paid, or second or third, because I think Jokic is number one. So second and third highest paid centers.
So all right. So Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert's contracts are worth $430 million combined. Timberwolves are the only team in the NBA with two $200 million plus players. That, bruh.
If you got that much money tied into a team and not finish top 5 in your conference, that's an underachievement.
I mean, they're literally banking on Anthony Edwards to basically become Michael Jordan. Like that's literally what they're hoping. I just can't see anything else because I guess that's the last piece, because D'Angelo Russell's going to be inconsistent.
They're open. Jay McDaniels becomes. I was saying they're open. Jay McDaniels become Tayshaun Prince defensively or something.
And I love Jaden McDaniels, but I mean, if he's starting, the bench is just like, come on now. I really wish we kept Malik Beasley, because he was literally the best 3-point shooter on the team after the All-Star break easily. I don't even think it was close. He was better than D'Angelo. He was even better than Ant, better than Cat. And now that he's gone, it's just like we got better defensively, but offense definitely took a step back. Even though I saw Rudy Gobert working on some post moves finally, I saw him finally put his back to the basket, do a little hook shot. Never really remember seeing him. He was doing a 1v1 with Victor Wembanyama. He was doing a little bit of something.
I'm just looking at this roster and saying, who's guarding LeBron? Who is guarding LeBron? Because LeBron plays in 4 in the Lakers right now. So if you have Jaden McDaniels guard LeBron, which I think that's what they would try to do, then that means Karl-Anthony Towns is going to have to guard a wing. And I don't know if they want to do that.
Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns on LeBron sounds insane right now. It would have to be
exactly. I wouldn't want to do that. You're not going to put Gobert on LeBron either. So I'm just saying, like, they're going to have problems with that defensively. Now, I think Karl-Anthony Towns is just going to be picked on defensively.
And man, he's either going to be too slow or not strong enough, no matter who he's guarding, which is going to just make me mad, bro. Let me see. Rudy Gobert trade. I want like a picture of the terms. I just want like here you go, right here. All right, so look at that. Just one little item up there too. One little item on their end. Just one little. That's it. At least the Russell Wilson trade.
Unprotected pick is gonna be ugly.
Crazy.
Because that's basically saying if it's the Timberwolves' absolute worst scenario, that could be a number 1 pick. Because let's say Anthony Edwards doesn't want to stay.
I doubt he will. He spends all his summers in Atlanta. So even if he doesn't go to Atlanta, maybe he goes to Miami or Houston or something. He literally spends not a minute in the offseason in Minnesota. He goes right back home.
I would say, why would you? My sister actually lives in Minnesota, so that'll be disrespect. But I mean, I would. Yeah, I want to stay in Atlanta too. But yeah, like that 2027 unprotected first round pick is gonna be ugly. Let's say they have to trade Karl-Anthony Towns for a cap dump. Yep.
Somebody in the 5th grade about to be the next LeBron, and they can't get him because of this.
Jazz about to have Bronny and Bryce on their team.
Literally, bruh. It's just, bruh, 2023, 25, 27, 29. That's their way of working around that 5 picks in a row, 5 years in a row pick rule that they came up with since the Nets folded it away to the Celtics.
No more back-to-back picks. Yeah,
they had to skip, which is like so stupid because now it's kind of worse. Because now, how do you trade a 2029 first-round pick? We just got the 2022. And Jamal, is this a D's nuts joke or something? Because I feel like it's a D's nuts joke. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is it a D's nuts joke? What are your thoughts on the Sixers, Rico? Harden, Slimmer, Embiid, MVP, and Maxey balling. Now, Maxey has been going crazy in the preseason. I mean, it's kind of like what he does, whenever he gets a chance to play a lot. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I just don't think they can hang with the Celtics or the Bucks, and even really the Heat. And we'll see about the Cavaliers after getting what's his name? Oh, and Jamal says something. He said he needs something. So I guess I'll be right back. What is it, Jamal? Wait, can you text me what it is before I get up? Because I want it to be a troll when I get up.
It also depends what type of player James Harden is. Like, is he going to be more of the Houston Rockets James Harden, or even like early Nets James Harden, or is he going to be like Sixers or second season Nets James Harden? Now, if he's Sixers, if he was Sixers / second season Nets James Harden, no, they're not winning anything. But if he's like the older James Harden, now this team could be scary. I did pick this team to go to the finals last year after they got James Harden, thinking like, oh, he just wasn't playing good because he wasn't motivated. But like he was playing horribly. So just depends what type of James Harden they get. But also, I just don't trust Doc Rivers as a coach. There's a lot. I feel like Doc Rivers is very overrated as a coach. There's a lot of better coaches than him. He does not make adjustments, and every time in the playoffs, he pays for it. Right now, Tyronn Lue is the best coach in the NBA right now. That's my pick for the best coach, Tyronn Lue. He makes the most out of the. Yep, he makes most out of the talent that he has to offer.
That just lets you know that Jamal for Prez is an extra account. He copied everything from Jamal. Just to get a D's nuts joke in. This man is a menace. This man is a menace.
That's crazy. Like, that's
I gotta
crazy.
Get the Kyle Lowry video.
All that effort.
Yeah, he's not playing, bro.
So which one's the real Jamal and which one is the fake Jamal?
Jamal texted me, so that's the only one I trust. The one on YouTube, I don't even trust no more. I don't even trust that no more. Matter of fact, as punishment, we got to do Seyi. We got to do. We got to watch real quick.
Man, we will maybe turn off this
Bruh,
webcam. Oh my
come
goodness.
on, bro. We got to do it.
Big booty. Big old bubble butt booty. Kyle. Let me see that booty. Lowry. God damn you.
Yes, sir.
My
yes,
ears.
Sir.
My ears.
Classic, man. It's a classic. Come on, Seyi, man. It's a classic. It's a classic, bruh. Every show we got to do it, man. We got to do it every show.
Now that last comment from Marvin for Prez is wild, though. That last comment was wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so scared. I don't even know what's going on no more. All right, but this trade still makes me mad because Malik Beasley, I really liked him. Of course, Patrick Beverly was like one of the main personalities of the team. I'm gonna be sad about Vanderbilt too because he was probably one of our better defenders. So that was a good pickup from them. Kessler and Balmaro aren't losses that bad, but like Malik Beasley for shooting and Vanderbilt for defense, that won't hurt for me. And then of course all of the draft picks. Ant's probably about to leave, so I don't have to deal with these Timberwolves for much longer anyway. He said, "Hey yo," Mr. Jones said, "Yeah." Draymond said, Joe said, "Who said that?" That's so stupid. But yeah, I'm personally as an Ant fan that wants him to win rings. I don't like the trade. They're gonna be more fun to watch. They're gonna have a higher floor. They're gonna win more regular season games. They're gonna be a higher seed. But I don't think it's enough to take them over the top. And they're throwing away their future doing it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Danny Ainge finesse, but hey. I feel like we just really haven't seen this before, so maybe it's a wait and see, but I'm not really feeling it either, to be honest, but it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. He said showing your age by making is bro trying to give up Tyreek Hill and nah. I think Jalen's on the way back now. I think he there now. Jalen, that's you. I thought I heard a noise, but he's probably still on the phone. But yeah, man, this NBA season just in general is about to be really fun because you can't forget the fact that the Jazz basically just had a whole fire sale. Take whoever you want, just give us picks, please.
We just want Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's literally it, man. It's them. Who do you think are the teams primed to potentially get Wembanyama? Who's the three worst records you see in the NBA coming up? Matter of fact, I'll go look at the NBA.
Even if there are the three worst records, I'm not sure they'll be primed to get Wembanyama because shots out to the NBA. And one of my favorite things the NBA does, the draft lottery. Smart. I love it. So just because you were the worst team, just because you were purposely losing, doesn't mean you're going to get Wembanyama. But three worst teams. One, of course, the Utah Jazz, as we just mentioned. They got nobody on their team. I love Colin Sexton, but if he's going to be your top leading scorer, you're most likely going to be losing. Number two is the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, that team had a fire sale in itself. DeMar DeRozan was gone last year. Now they got DeJounte Murray gone this year. So I got the Spurs. That Pacers, I think Pacers could be one of the surprisingly good teams. Tyrese Halliburton is nice. Ben Mathurin, honestly, he's looking like a steal. This guy might be the Donovan Mitchell of this draft. Like, come in and score 20 a game.
What team?
I think Ben Mathurin is good. Indiana Pacers. So I don't see the Pacers being one of the worst teams. It could be the Rockets, but I'll say the Oklahoma City Thunder again. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is hurt again, so he's going to be injured during the season. They already got Chet Holmgren out the team, so I think it's going to be OKC, Spurs, and the Utah Jazz. But it'll be crazy if OKC get the number one pick. It ain't going to be fair. You tell me they got a front.
Wembanyama is crazy.
That's wild. We got 7-1 Chet, 7-4 Wembanyama. That is wild.
Both of those guys blocked three-pointers too. I think that's the weirdest thing. Yeah, we hear you, Jalen. It was good. Welcome back. It was good, Admiral. It was good.
I think Rockets will be a little bit better, but they could be one of the worst teams as well. But I think Rockets, at least they got scorers. They got bucket getters on their team. So they're going to win some games. But they could still get number one pick because of lottery.
They hate it. They got the Wizards, the Magic, under the Rockets.
If Beal and Porzingis is healthy, that could be a play-in team. If Beal and Porzingis are healthy.
Look at that. Look at Seyi not here. Look at Seyi. See?
I said play-in, not playoffs. That's different. So
Yeah,
that'd be like 9 and 10.
That's better than I expected. They said 27. You said, you higher than this article. I'm surprised. I'm pretty surprised. And we're just talking about
They're
worst
not
team.
being worse than OKC. That team, Bradley Beal is better than anybody got on that team except for Shea. But Shea is not going to be playing that much. That's what they do. They try to lose. Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about, Jalen. We're just talking about the worst teams that had the best chance of getting Wembanyama this season. If you have like a set 3 that you think probably gonna have the best chance,
Pistons are gonna be better than that. Pistons are gonna be better than that. Yeah.
Easily the Thunder.
They got Bogdanovich now. They're gonna be better than that.
Definitely the Spurs as
or
well.
Bojan.
Spurs.
And of course Utah's gonna give them a run for their money.
I bet. Smoke said Wizards are fully projected because of coaching. Is that literally what they said?
Pretty dirt.
Pretty dirt. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. NBA season is going to be really fun. People changing teams, a really fun draft class. I mean, you already know my boy Jabari Smith from Atlanta. I'm rooting for him to go crazy. I want him. He was supposed to go number 1 overall. But then again, Paolo Banchero, I mean, it was only summer league, but he looked better than I expected in that summer league. So I mean,
don't do
Rico,
it.
I thought you spoke a little bit of Italian. This band Caro, got it's Italian.
Okay.
Is he
Caro.
really? He's really
half
Italian for real.
Yeah, half Italian.
Oh, that's why he looked like that. Because he kind of
Yeah,
looked
so
Russian. Like I don't know why black and Italian made him look Russian. He looks like East Ukrainian or something. He looked kind of scary. No, he look a little scary. I don't know.
This team is going to be one of the worst teams, but I think Ben Caro is going to be decent. I think Markelle Fultz, if he's not hurt, could have a most improved player type year. I think he's their best point guard right now.
Bet. Let's do it. Oh, it Smokes asked you, Jalen, you want Tyreek Hill or not? And what were you saying?
No, I don't actually. What running backs you got?
I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that. Clapping pack cheeks. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that.
He got Lamar Jackson. I mean, he got Saquon and
That's
Nick Chubb.
way too easy.
Jalen.
Saquon and who?
Nick Chubb. I don't know how we let that happen, but he got Saquon and Nick Chubb.
How? What? Give me
one.
Because I drafted David Montgomery over Nick Chubb. Like the
you fed into the PPR a little too much. Just PPR.
I know. Yeah, yeah. I fell into that a little bit too much. I overthought that one. That's the only reason he got Nick Chubb, because I didn't draft him. I should have drafted him over David Montgomery.
Oh yeah, he does have Zeke too, but I wasn't even gonna count that. I'm not even gonna lie. I told Jalen he needed running backs. Can we trade RJ3 for a 4th and an old lineman? I'd be happy to get a 6th for William Jackson at this point. I doubt we can get that. It was good, Xavier. So I thought it was appreciate that, Xavier. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, for William Jackson III. How you feel about William Jackson III, Jalen? What you think we can get for him, man?
Nothing, bro. If anybody's watching his tape this year, we ain't getting nothing.
Yeah,
for that man,
when we
bro.
go into these meetings, we need to pull up Cincinnati Bengals tape or his best games from last year.
Change the coloration of the jersey, so it looks like it's red and white and burgundy, but nah, it's bad.
Yeah, you
bro.
got to put a filter or something. Definitely got to put a filter. What was it? I got a notification, but I ended up not looking at it. The Draft Network had some article about William Jackson, and I think they were talking about like some trade targets. He had 3 teams that should trade for him. Let me see what they think. How do they feel about it? What teams need him? How desperate? So Vikings, potential playoff team. Pittsburgh Steelers, not, so I doubt it. Cardinals, maybe. Like I said, at 6th round pick at best, man. I would love something better. I really would, but with the money he's making too, what is he getting paid? He's our 2nd highest paid player on our team. It's Carson Wentz, $28 million. I think William Jackson is 2nd with like 13 or 14 million. It's like bad.
Hey, Ray, I wanted to ask you, how did you feel last night about us on that final drive, that final Chicago drive, us sending 4 and having 7 back, 7, I think it was like 6 DBs. It might have been all 7. But anyways, on that final drive, like, I don't understand why we're sending 4 and not an extra guy. I understand our coverage is pretty garbage, but Justin Fields has been running. Justin Fields has been running all night. Make him run some more instead of letting him sit in the pocket where he can just get this, quick, short, I don't know, drag route or something, or a slant that gets out of bounds or whatever. And that's what they were able to do, aside from that that play where he ran it for 30 yards or something like that.
Yeah, I would say send like a delayed blitz, send somebody athletic, like a Cameron Curl, or he's not really athletic, but he's fast enough. Or maybe a Jamin Davis, even though he whiffed on a couple. But yeah, I agree. Now, this statistic right here that I happen to have ready, we are the best in the NFL at getting pressure with only 4 defensive linemen. So maybe that's the logic they were using. But like you said, all throughout the game, we send 4. He finds a way to run for some yardage. And it was working when he was dropping back to pass. It didn't plan on running. But in that situation, it looked like he was trying to run quite a bit and, trying to get whatever yards he could. So yeah, like you're saying, I would have sent somebody. I would have sent like a show 7 in coverage and send 1 or 2 at him to confuse him. Kind of out of nowhere. He's still a young quarterback, raw, doesn't know how to see the field that well. I would have just went ahead and just let him fly. I would have sent somebody. I mean, Jamin Davis looks better blitzing than he does doing really anything else right now, especially in that last game. It's like, why not? Send him at him and see what happens. So yeah, I'm with you on it. I think we could have blitzed. But I mean, at the same time, though, when you look at the statistics, we have the best 4 defensive linemen D-line in the NFL as far as getting pressure. So I guess that's what they tried to bank on. And like you said, our coverage is awful. So try to put extra guys in coverage to help. And even then, guys were kind of open. It took a bat down from James Smith-Williams, took a really good, almost miracle breakup from Derek Forrest. And then Benjamin St. Juste almost got mossed, but then receiver, it was a good play by him too, but the receiver bobbled it. By the time he caught it, he was on the 1 yard line instead of in the touchdown where he originally was when he had it in his hand. So, we got kind of lucky, but there was some good plays made, but I would have blitzed too. I'm right with you.
We got lucky all game with the muff punt. I think it was the second quarter when they went on that drive and wide open, I think it was Cole Kmet, and he overthrew him.
Oh, just literally the game should have ended right there. We would have been down 14-6.
Yeah.
Literally would have been game over.
We got super lucky.
Super lucky on that, boy. Justin Fields just overthrew him wide. I mean, that was a great play call because I don't even remember who was in coverage, but I think it was a linebacker, and they were lost in coverage, and that should have been an easy touchdown. Buddy could have caught that with one finger and bobbled it around and then caught it. He still wouldn't have been touched. But Justin Fields overthrew him. But yeah, man, this William Jackson situation is weird, but. Just going back to Victor Wembanyama, man, I just can't wait to see him play in the NBA because it seems like the hype is worth it. Like I really think he's gonna hit the NBA and actually be great. A lot of people come from different countries, or even guys here come out of college. We think they're gonna be great. They end up not being great. I think he's actually for real gonna be great. Like for real.
That man, in recent memory, a lot of guys that came from Europe, like they've been really good. So
yeah, it has been working out lately.
The only issue I have is they talk about how phenomenal he's playing, and then you look at his final stat line, and he has no rebounds. It's like, come on, bro.
Man, he's playing the perimeter because he's not playing near the basket.
Nah, I don't care if you play in the perimeter. You 7'4" you can't have a 7'4" guy and then another big man. It's just not gonna work in today's NBA. So you have to be able to get some boards down there. You can't.
I don't know. He's different. I'm playing him at the 3 or the 4. He's not playing the 5, but he's playing the 3 or the 4.
Nah, the 3 is crazy.
He's essentially playing the 3 right now. Like you see the handle, you see the shot. He's right now. He's a small forward until he gets his body right. Small forward or a 4.
The only place he can win competitively and play the 3 or the 4 is Denver because they have a 5 that can do everything. So it's okay. It's appropriate when he's on the floor, but. There's nobody else.
Wembanyama plays literally like a wing. He plays like a wing. He has the handles. He's better on front of the perimeter than he is in the paint.
No, that's definitely true. I'm not arguing that. My thing is though, with that size, defensively, it's going to be an issue. It will be an issue.
That's when you have a switchable 4, where a 4 can defend the perimeter, and then he can play help side defender.
And then what about the 5?
That would be ideal. The 5, you can have a traditional 5. I don't think he should be defending fives anyways because he doesn't have the height for it. I mean, he doesn't have the size for it. He definitely has the height, but he doesn't have the size for it. But help side defender, that's where he's good at because a guy that could block shots.
That's my point, though. If you have a traditional 5 with him on the floor, there will be mismatch for days.
There won't be because he's quick enough to guard 4s. And I think if he's at a 5, it'll be a mismatch because you'll just get bodied. But being a help side defender, getting blocks, getting blindside blocks, I think that's where he'll be best at.
But who in their right mind in the NBA is going to run an oversized, slower 4 when he's on the floor? They're not going to do it. Like, for instance, I'm just going to speak for the Celtics because I know the Celtics are easy. They can throw.
He can defend fast players. He's fast himself. He can.
I'm just gonna put the Celtics there as an explanation because I know the Celtics well. They can easily throw Tatum at the 4, and whatever team Wembanyama's on is getting annihilated. Absolutely.
Then he'll defend the 3, and then whoever was playing the 3.
Brown? Jalen Brown, he guarded Jalen Brown.
Well, okay. I mean, then he'll defend the 2. Who's gonna be the 2? He'll defend the weakest defender. He'll just be playing. They'll be way to masters. He'll just be playing zone and he'll be defending the paint. Like, there's ways to do it. Like Ben Simmons, even though he was playing point guard, was he defending ones all the time? No, he was defending bigger players. Like, there's ways they can do it.
You can't run zone with a traditional big man and Victor Wembanyama. It's too slow.
No, what I'm saying is Wembanyama could be a roamer. He doesn't, like everybody else can play man. He could be more of the roamer. So when someone tries to drive to the paint, he'll block the shot. Like, there's ways you can do it. Like, you don't have to just play him at the 5. Like, look at the Cavaliers, what they did. They had Lauri Markkanen, they had Evan Mobley, they had Jared Allen, and they found a way to make all 3 of them work.
The Cavaliers never played important games, and by important games, there are none in the regular season. They're all in the postseason. The Cavaliers would get torched by anybody last year, by anybody in the playoffs, and the same reason for that, because
it's like you're saying,
players like never love. Go ahead.
But it's like you're saying then that whatever team Wembanyama is going to be in is going to be competitive. No, they're not. He's going to be one of the worst teams in NBA. So he can play the 4 or 3 and experiment. But long term, I think he's a 4. I'm saying long term, I think he's a 4, not a 5. I really think he's a 4 long term.
No. I agree.
Bulk up, he'll be like Giannis.
I agree with that. He's definitely a long term 4. But I just think, just defensively, there are some issues as far as, you know, the grand scheme of the entire basketball team with rebounding, playing defense. He definitely does not supply you with enough of that for your team at that size, which is an issue.
I feel like we gotta watch him. Slower. He's not, like, look at these highlights. He's not even slow. He's pretty quick. You just attributed him being slow because he's tall, but he's pretty quick, and not just quick for his size. He's pretty quick.
I'm attributing. Okay. He is quick for his size, and I'm attributing that. Also, watching him, you can tell almost any 7'4" man is going to be slow, and it's not just his size. If you watch the guy, he looks like he can control his body, and he moves fluently, right? So he's not clunky like how most 7-footers
not like the average 7-footer. Yeah.
Yes, but because he's not that 5, you have 2 guys who are just going to be slower than almost every team in the NBA. But like you said, they're going to be garbage. So whatever team he lands on. So that won't be an issue for a while until he, probably reaches his full potential. So I'll give you that. But off rip, there's going to be some issues with speed and just all around just paint presence if he's on the floor by himself and not with a 5.
I necessarily don't think so. I don't think there'll be an issue with speed. I think it'll just be an issue with strength. I think that's going to be the main problem. But also, he has like a near 8-foot wingspan, so that could offset the strength too.
I do have one last point.
Just slap it.
Whatever team he's on, even if he's on a good team, will have the worst transition defense in the league. No question. Because if you're envisioning, like you said, right? You have a hybrid 3-4, right? They're almost always just slower because they, like a PJ Tucker, I'm talking about. And then you have the 5 on the floor, who's also obviously going to be slow. Then you got Wembanyama, who's definitely going to be slower than these guards and forwards that are running on the break. So they are going to be a terrible transition defense team.
No, I don't think so, because Wembanyama is like Giannis. He's going to cover a lot of ground because he's long. So, like, even if he's behind someone, he can still block their shot.
I
don't think you know how quick this guy is. Just because he's a 7'4", like, this guy is one of the quicker 7-footers I've seen.
Easily.
So I don't think.
They are.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem
slow.
as you think defensively. I think that's going to be a strong suit.
But in today's NBA, there's no 2 big men. I mean, I guess the Towns and Gobert thing.
No,
right?
we're transitioning back to the 2 big men thing. Like, you see the Cavaliers, you see, like we just mentioned, the Timberwolves, the Lakers do that on occasion. Like, the new hot thing right now is having a hybrid 4/5, having those tweener 4 and 5s. That's the best thing to have right now. That's Giannis. That's Evan Mobley. That's at times even Scotty Barnes. At times, that's Anthony Davis. Like, having those guys that could play 4 and 5 fluently. That's like the new hot thing right now in the NBA, and that's what every team wants to get. And that's Wembanyama.
Hey, I'm gonna disagree on that because it might be the new trend, but name a successful team with that.
The Bucks.
All right, Giannis is different. Giannis is completely different because he's established.
What do you mean different? That's the guy right there.
No, but Giannis is the best player in the NBA, so I'm not gonna sit here and.
You said that's a successful one though, and you know what? All of them try to be like Giannis. Now you got Evan Mobley, who has a lot of potential, could be a superstar in this league. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the hot thing right now. Jaren Jackson Jr. from Memphis, hybrid 4/5. Those are the ideal guys. Guys who can shoot threes offensively and block shots defensively. That's the guy that you want. Guys that can handle the ball.
They also don't have another 5 on the floor. If he's on the floor, Steven Adams is on the bench, and vice versa.
No, that's the starting lineup. If he's on the bench, they got Brandon Clark. They get Xavier Tillman coming in. They play him with a 5. And that's just because, like, he doesn't get rebounds like that too. But playing with a 5 allows him to shoot threes because he's good at shooting threes. That allows for spacing. So, like, having those hybrid 4/5s, that's a hot thing out right now. That's why Chet Holmgren got drafted so high. Having those hybrid 4/5s, Jalen Smith as well.
I think Chet is just another example of these big men getting more skilled. I don't think it's because of that. I mean, they're having all around games now rather than just sitting down there and being 10 feet in. Now they're fleshed out. They're driving from the perimeter, the majority of them now. So I think that's just attributed to that rather than actually people are looking for that. Because honestly,
and I said Jalen Smith. I meant Jabari Smith. But look at the top 3 picks: Paolo Banchero, hybrid 4/5. Jabari Smith, hybrid 4/5. Chet Holmgren, hybrid 4/5. Well, Banchero could play all those positions, 3, 4, and 5. He could play all those positions, but just versatile 4s that can do a lot of things.
Easily, but if he plays the 5, that team is getting torched. I'm sorry, that team is getting annihilated, and you know that team is getting torched. If
it depends what lineups. It depends what lineups, but I'm just mean like versatile 4s. Like that's the hottest thing out right now. Yeah. Like, instead of the point guard, it's now the 4s that can be versatile, play multiple positions, do multiple things. So that's the new quarterback of the NBA, as in the highly coveted position. If you could get a guy like that, it's easy to build a team around them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think that Wembanyama is not this, picture perfect for that position, in my opinion.
I think so. I'll play him at the 4, and in some lineups I'll play him at the 3. That's what I'll do, because I want to get the best of him, and I'll play him in the perimeter. Like, defensively, you can shake and move things defensively. Like Jay Crowder, for example, he's a 4 that can defend the perimeter. Like, you can get guys like that can defend or 1
But
through 4 and 5s, and he can help him out
But that's
there.
different though, because Jay's been in the NBA for a while, and he came into the NBA as a perimeter player. So now he plays the 4 because obviously the smaller ball nowadays. But he's been capable of guarding 3s and 2s his entire career. It's just now that he's being asked to play at the 4, he can still guard those people and still be strong enough to guard the 4.
There's a lot of guys like that in the NBA right now, like Tari Eason. Tari Eason's another example, a guy who can defend 3s and 4s. Like, there's a lot of guys like that. So just pair a play like that with Wembanyama, you'll be good. And then you can just cover up Wembanyama's weaknesses. If you got a quicker center, you can play Wembanyama on him. You got a bigger center, compare him with a more traditional center. There's a lot of ways to go about this. Like, I felt like the Thunder was going to play Chet Holmgren at the 4 for that same reason, because Chet Holmgren a little bit too skinny right now, needs to develop. I feel like long-term Chet Holmgren is a 5, but right now he's a 4. While right now, I feel like long-term, Wembanyama will be like Tim Duncan. You'll play him at the 4 and 5. I feel like that'll be long-term. You'll play him at the 4 and 5. Just whatever fits your lineup.
I do think it's going to be matchup based. Like, it just depends on who they play on any given night, how they'll set up the guy, even if it's not the starters who plays the most minutes with Wembanyama, to basically make up for his weaknesses. I think it's going to be a matchup thing. I can see it even like if when Wembanyama gets great enough to where they're in the playoffs, it could be game to game in a series where Wembanyama's one position and then the next game he's another position. Then you throw a center in there to help him. I think it's just going to be really fun to watch him, just to see what his coach does. Like, whoever's going to be coaching this guy, I can't wait to see what they do with him.
That man worked in overtime, no question.
That was exactly Anthony Davis during the time they won a championship. Anthony Davis was playing a 4 and a 5, like, just depending what matchup, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Like, I can see it Wembanyama like that too.
Well,
but
I was just gonna say that I was just gonna say, because I mean, they definitely had the 5s to do that, and not every team does, right? So you're saying that they need a 5 that can complement Wembanyama, and also a 3 that can play that 3-4. That's still a tough ask to find in free agency or to sign or just on a draft. You know, those aren't the easiest things to come by. Like Dwight Howard.
You need to go to the Timberwolves. That's what he needed to do. He needed to go to the Timberwolves, literally go to the Timberwolves. And just play the 3.
Dwight Howard gave his last good year, and it might have been a product of the bubble. And then AD obviously hasn't been healthy since. So, like, you know, those little things, it's tough to keep those big men and that rotation straight. And it's especially since, I mean, nobody in the bubble was coming in with a 5 and 4 like AD and Dwight Howard. It just wasn't happening. And then LeBron on the floor as well. Like, there's just
on
no
top
winning
of
on that battle. Yeah, on top of that.
That was Dwight Howard's like last real good year too. That was fun.
And they got the glimpses of playoff Rondo as well. So they got it all that year.
All the stars aligned for that one, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're focusing on how Wembanyama would defend mismatches, but how about other teams defending Wembanyama? This is a mismatch in itself. You shouldn't be worrying about like him defensively. Like, who's going to defend this on the perimeter? Who is defending that?
He's always open, technically, with his shot.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think he's that good that wing guys are going to have issues with him. I just don't think that's going to be an issue. I think, obviously, big men will, because he's skilled, and he is, like we said, fast for his size. But these wing guys who have some size on them, like even though I don't like the guy, I'm going to keep saying Tatum, he is capable of defending Wembanyama. People like Tatum. Jaren Jackson could be capable of guarding.
When he's going to try to reach his hand up and still can't really block his shot. Well, Wembanyama's eye level still looks open.
Yeah, but he has a Kobe fade. I
don't know about that.
The skill set is there, and he's definitely a good player. But I mean, I think you're a little premature with the greats, because you still have to be great to hit those shots. And I don't think, obviously, we don't know yet, but he is also, like I said, he has the skill set to get to that point.
I say we have a lot of a sample size, and we're talking about if he's going to have the strength to hit these shots off. What was Kevin Durant coming in the NBA? Kevin Durant was built like a twig. He was still getting 20 a game.
Yeah, he was, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I still think Kevin Durant's offensive game was more polished, just generally, just because of his quickness. He's definitely quicker than Wembanyama. It's just tough with the speed. With that skill set, it's mismatches for bigs, in my opinion, but not for these tall wing guys.
Tall wing? They're not going to be tall to him. Those wing guys are tall to us. They're not going to be tall to him. Nah, he's a mismatch for every position. It'll be too quick for a big and too tall for a wing. He's a mismatch at every position. This guy's a bona fide number one. He's had the perfect quote too. Scoot Henderson would be the number one pick if I wasn't alive, if I didn't exist. He said that, and he's not lying, because Scoot Henderson is a real deal too. I never seen a guy that young already have an NBA body since like what? Anthony Edwards, LeBron James. This guy's like 18 years old, already built like a tank.
Speaking of that, let me bring up his highlights because I've been seeing a couple of clips and I'm like, why is this guy this good? So I'm about to.
That's what I'm saying. This guy would be number one pick any other year, but he has a generational prospect ahead of him.
Yeah, he's easily the best player in the draft class this year.
He'll probably be the best player right now. Even that's stretching it because Wembanyama is still probably better.
Charlie. Yeah, Larry was trying to tell me about him a few months ago, and then I saw something recent, like a couple of weeks ago, where he balled out. I think it was against Wembanyama or something, and then I was like, all right, now I got to really start paying attention.
That was like the best prospect game ever, like of high school I guess high school of top NBA prospects. That was the best prospect game ever.
Yeah, man.
Like when two prospects showcased and both lived up to their potential.
So did he just skip college and go straight to the G League or something?
Yeah, G League Ignite. G League Ignite is basically like a pathway for high school players that they don't want to take the college route, so they could play there and make money for playing without an NIL deal. That's what.
Wait, this guy's from
Jalen Green. This
is from the East Side. He from Decatur? I mean DeKalb. Oh yeah, Scoot Henderson, next ant.
Why do you think he's built like a football player?
That's why he's built like that. That's why he is from
him.
Atlanta.
Anthony Edwards,
Yeah, we do this. Will Anderson,
Colin Sexton. Like, why do you think
Will Anderson from
basketball
Alabama
players built like football players? Yeah,
Kyle Hamilton. Which
is the one that has a case on him right now.
The case. Who got a case on him?
Somebody. I swore I read something the other day. Somebody's got a case on him.
Torian Prince for the
no. In the draft class, no. Not Torian.
Oh, I don't know about the draft class. Let me try to look it up. 2023 NBA draft class arrest. Let me try arrest. 2023 NBA draft class arrest. I'm not getting anything.
Imani Bates, even though he's not really a top prospect.
I think it might be Imani Bates. I think it is Imani Bates.
Imani Bates.
He ain't a top prospect right now. He definitely didn't live up to the height. He's supposed to be the next Kevin Durant.
Oh, really? Oh, he's from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Oh, yeah, felony charges. God, what happened?
But it wasn't really anything. I think he had a possession of a gun, but it wasn't really his gun or something.
Oh, yeah, it's being dismissed. It's being dismissed.
Oh, okay.
It's being dismissed. He don't even seem like a bad guy. Saying he cried when they was arresting him and stuff like that. Yeah, he just I guess bad, wrong place, wrong time type of thing. But hey, man, I did not know Scoot Henderson was from Atlanta. I've got a roof for this guy, man. I'm about to have Ed and Scoot. Let's get it.
You know what's crazy? It would be talked about a lot more if Wembanyama didn't exist.
Yeah, like you said, he would literally be the number one draft pick in most other classes. It's just Wembanyama's in the way.
And he went to Cal High School as well, from Marietta.
I think he goes one. I think he goes one this last draft if he's not shadowed by Wembanyama.
Oh yeah, no question. It was going number one because like the fact that the top three guys, Smith, Holmgren, and Banchero, wasn't sure which order they're going to go. Like Scoot Henderson would have went number one. Anthony Edwards would have went number one in this class too.
I can see that.
Yeah, no,
I can see that. Yeah, with all the hype he had coming out of Georgia. It's just so weird. It's kind of hard to scout people that play for bad basketball teams. Like Georgia is awful. And now after Ant, they've been getting some better recruits, but they're awful. The same thing with Ben Simmons at LSU. Like it's just a star and just guys that are there to get their education. They're gonna be lawyers. They're not doing basketball. And it's just so weird to watch, try to scout them in college because it's like they are the team.
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons said in JJ Redick's podcast, The Old Man and the Three, that I think the only reason he was at LSU was really because I think his uncle was in part of the coaching staff or something. And I think that's why.
I don't even know what made that decision because he came from Australia to go to LSU. Like that was weird.
That's why he folded on the team and didn't play. Feel like playing in the tournament. Copy, makes sense.
I mean, yeah, like you're going to your job is just to go to the NBA. You don't care. Like, why would I play the NIT?
Nah, hey man, you folded on the NIT bracket and the Sixers. I don't want to hear, bro. I got no love for Ben Simmons over here, man. I watched him the other day during the preseason. They were playing the Bucks. This man's over here. He doing a nice little bounce pass, and they gassing him like he magic. It's crazy. They want to see Ben thrive so bad, like ESPN.
So bad.
It's like, bro, relax.
There's no way KD and Kyrie can be on a team together and the team is trash. So we gotta hype up everybody and make sure something. This gotta work. We need the ratings.
It's like
because the Lakers look like they're gonna probably be bad.
We still booked it for 40% of our televised games. Like we have to hype up Ben Simmons. We have to make people watch us.
I don't know if y'all peeped this, but I do think Royce O'Neal might be a phenomenal pickup for the Nets.
I know. I like that signing. That's a defender. That's a 3-and-D guy. I like that signing.
I think it's perfect. I think it's absolutely perfect for them. And they got T.J. Warren. You never know. He might have another bubble season.
But Scoot is killing people. What is going on?
It's just still like what I'm worried about is a point guard, but I guess Ben Simmons could be the backup point guard too to Kyrie while also being the starting power forward. I just want to see how they're going to work all that out.
Now, Patty Mills isn't going to get that much run, but when he was on the floor, he was sharing touches with Ben Simmons.
I think him and Ben Simmons would be a good pairing. Well, Ben Simmons got what I guess he should have had before, scoring point guards with him. And as long as he's not just being a full-time point guard, I think he'll be good.
Yeah, but I think Patty Mills gets like 5 minutes a game. Like he's not getting no run.
As he shouldn't. I mean, Patty Mills in 2022, unless he's wearing an Australian jersey, I'm not playing him big minutes.
No, I got that. I'm just saying, so that means there's going to be a lot of time where Kyrie and Ben Simmons are on the floor, and that's where the issue lies. But I think Ben Simmons, I mean, he's just one of those guys that get you the garbage buckets. He should be, the glorified guy that gets you the easy, catch, finish the lob, or 10 feet in and gets the quick little hook shot or something like that. So I genuinely don't think if Kyrie's not on the floor that Ben Simmons should have the ball in his hands ever.
Now, I've been saying this, though, that Ben Simmons' best position is center. Once a team finally embraces him to play center, so it can open up the court for him, since he can't shoot, it can open up the court for him when he has the ball. I think that'll be his best position. But looks like the Nets are still going to play Nick Claxton at center as the starting center.
And we still got to talk about the air ball.
That's a mismatch nightmare.
The air ball. The air ball that Ben Simmons
did. Did you see the quote for Ben Simmons?
What did he say? I didn't know.
He said basically, I'm just paraphrasing here, but basically, so like people keep talking about this air ball, but it said like Giannis can't shoot either, but people don't talk about him. Something like that. He was saying something like Giannis can't shoot either.
No way he said that. Come on.
No way Ben said that.
Come on now.
We
gotta stop.
That man wants more hate.
He wants more. Why would you drag another name into it? Like,
yeah, I'm about to send more hate your way if you saying that about Giannis, bro. Relax.
Yeah, that's stupid. That makes me hate him more. Yeah, I already didn't like him. Now I'm about to dislike him even more. But the really funny part about the air ball is that we were just out there when we was in New York a couple of weeks ago, and my first shot literally looked just like that. After that, I was good. So I don't know if Ben Simmons was good after that. but that was my first time playing basketball in a couple of months, and I literally it wasn't that low. I missed high, and it just went straight to the gate, straight to the little gate right there.
Okay, so this is the
Same
exact
court.
quote, right? This is the exact quote. So it's like, quote, what do you do when people are like, Ben can't shoot or Ben's not go to the line, said Simmons. They're going to say that regardless. Even if I hit a shot, what are they going to say? I still can't F it. I still can't F. I can't make everybody happy, you know. That's like saying Giannis shoot. Can he? That's like saying, can Giannis shoot? Can he?
That man is playing the victim.
That man wants to acquire more hate. Confirmed.
Clearly.
Confirmed. He's
literally playing the victim.
With other man's name for no reason. Let Giannis rock.
And then he said if he starts shooting, we're going to still say he can't shoot. No. If you start shooting, we'll admit you can shoot. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's literally that simple. I'm so confused.
Yo, he wild, bro.
I hate it, bro.
We acknowledge that Giannis is not a good shooter at all, but we know that he can come down and hit one. Ben Simmons, you're not even taking him, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm about to say, Giannis will hit an occasional three. That man, Ben Simmons, not even trying. I mean, layup against Trae Young.
Yeah. He will keep you honest. It's just more that, like, they're not defending him. Like, if he's not even going to attempt a shot, why even defend him? Just defend everybody he's going to pass it to.
And that's to your point why he needs to go to center, because if he's not going to shoot, that makes it 4-on-5 on offense. Like, he literally doesn't matter. Nobody's even guarding him. Somebody else is getting double teamed while he's on the perimeter.
Then put him at the 5, and then if you've got one of those hybrid 4-5s I've been talking about on the 4, that 4 can defend the 5s while Simmons can still defend the perimeter. That would be ideal.
They potentially have the second best lineup in the NBA.
It could be play-in, or it can be one of the best teams in the NBA. It's just all dependent, mostly on Ben Simmons.
Nah. If they go play-in this year, I mean, I was gonna say if they have no issues, but they're bound to have issues. Kyrie bound to do or say something. So there's that. And then Kevin Durant has gotten a lot of injuries over the last couple of years, so you never know if he's out. But if they don't have any major injuries or major absences, then there's no excuse to not be top 5. There's no excuse. They have enough to have regular season a success. Playoff success is different because, I mean, they still have Steve Nash as their head coach. So there's no way they're winning games in the playoffs. But they're going to fold every chance that he gets at the end of a game. Because somebody's going to outcoach him. It's just going to happen. He does not know what he's doing on the basketball floor. Court.
I agree. And somebody brought up Odell Beckham's basketball highlights recently, so I feel like we should watch that. Hold on, let me see if it can. This is as good as it gets. Ooh, this quality's terrible. It's 720p the video, but guess the footage is
like this is 1994. You know, it's probably like what?
Is this Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan high school highlights. What's going on? But hey, that man Odell, he doesn't look like a football player playing basketball. That man can literally play any sport. Literally, it's like, I mean, I don't know what that was, but a lot of his moves actually look smooth, like basketball.
I heard he was good at soccer as well.
Yeah, hey man, he different. But man, different.
Where do y'all want to see Odell go this season if he goes somewhere?
I mean, he's not going to be able to play anyway, so it doesn't even matter. He's still rehabbing.
Man, go save Matthew Stafford, please.
They say at the end of the calendar year he should be ready, though, right?
I honestly don't know.
I don't want to get a guy who is already kind of aging off a torn ACL and expect them to produce right away.
I mean, you're not really paying him that much because he's going to be playing per game, because at the end of the season he's going to be paying per game, and there's no way he's going to be demanding crazy bread just to play in the postseason. But I think he can go to a team that, you know, needs a receiver come down like, you know, week 17, right? And they're like, all right, we need one more piece to make the long playoff run, at least make it to the championship game in each conference. And then you have Odell Beckham for like 3 games or 2 games, whether or not you have to buy, and you're straight. That's not bread.
Yeah, right now the reason he hasn't signed with the Rams because he feels like they lowballing him. Like he wants, I guess, crazy money. I don't know. And what's good, Joseph?
I mean, I think it's kind of messed up that he was on the squad, and they still want him, and they know he sustained an injury, and they're not giving him his contract. I would be mad
it's
too.
A business.
I'd be like, I'm going somewhere else.
It's a business, though. Like
it is a business.
You gotta be real. It's tragic, but I'm like, hey, I'm trying to win.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a business. You can understand why they're doing it, but he's still gonna be pissed off. It's not like he's not gonna still be mad.
And he should understand. Like at the end of the day, like I'm giving you this money because I'm trying to win. This ain't for charity. Like, okay, like you were good for us in that Super Bowl until you got hurt. But hey, that's tragic. But I just can't just give you this money just because we like you. Like, nah. We need you to produce, and you can't produce right now. You're hurt.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't trying to hear that. he ain't trying to hear
Definitely
that right
not trying. He's trying to get that money and just chill until he's healthy.
But no, I really do like Jabari Smith. In this summer league, he didn't really play too great, but that's just because I feel like the teammates weren't up to snuff. Like he's not a guy that's going to create his own shot. You gotta set him up. He's like more of a spot up shooter. So even though Kevin Porter is not the ideal point guard, Jalen Green, I think he'll be decent. I'll say he was not going to be rookie of the year just because of his teammates, but I feel like Jabari Smith will be a very solid player. That hybrid 4-5 as well, a guy that can shoot threes and block shots at the defensive end. Very valuable player right here.
All right, so just to let y'all know, my top 3 in the NBA, and it's because they're all from Atlanta. And Scoot Henderson and Jabari Smith. I didn't know Scoot was from Atlanta, so he's number 2. Westbrook is still in my top 5 now.
Night games are on TV.
I'm watching all the Scoot now that I know he's from Atlanta. Westbrook's still in my top 5 just out of respect, and he's still just a real one. He doesn't play well, but he's still a real one. He's still gonna be in my top 5 till he retires. So I don't care. But I got Ant 1, Scoots 2, and Jabari Smith 3rd for the guys I'm rooting for the most. Even though I just want to see Zion Williamson play, man. Like I don't care for him either way, but like that's just such a talent that could be a waste if he keeps getting hurt. And I just really want to see him play basketball. I'm not really rooting for him, but I'm excited to see him play. He looks to be in good shape
right now. I'm confident in this season. That Pelicans team is scary.
Your team was a little scary last year without him. Man, Brandon Ingram finally starting to look like what they thought he would look like when the Lakers drafted him.
I mean, well, he was going to look like that in the Lakers. But the thing about the Lakers model, they don't wait for young guys. They trade young guys to get established guys. That's the Lakers model. That's always been the Lakers model.
I was gonna say,
young guy they waited on was Kobe Bryant and Andrew Bynum. The only 2 young guys they waited on.
And they technically didn't draft Kobe.
Technically, yeah. And Ingram's in his prime, so it's he's right on track. It's not like he was late to the party. He just, like you said, the Lakers just got rid of his ass. They just were not having on the no progress. They want this AD now, and they got AD. I can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, it got him a chip. It's not looking too good long term because of his health. But when you win a championship anytime recently, you don't regret what you did.
Yeah, no.
It's a win-win trade.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That rarely happens. A lot of teams go lose-lose. But Trae Young and Luka was kind of a win-win, even though Luka clearly looks like the better player. But Trae Young and the Hawks had a really good run that one year. That looked like a win-win.
Now I kind of wish we had the visual of Luka with the Migos rather than Trae with the Migos.
That kind of would be fun. It would be fun to see. Kind of fun. I can see that.
Why do I feel like Luka with the Migos fit better than Trae with the Migos?
I don't know. I really am interested in seeing how that would go. Luka around Gucci, 2 Chainz, Migos, Lil Baby, everybody just chilling, just cooling.
Hey, we see Luka in the basketball games how he be getting buck at people. I think Luka more about that life.
He definitely a little
Luka
aggressive.
more about that later lifestyle. Yeah,
got a little something to him.
But
remember, Porzingis learned American culture by watching World Star. That's why he ended up being like a Redskins fan. He wears do-rags, he listens to rap music. Yeah, like that man literally grew up from World Star. It's so stupid. And I'm glad they're getting trades done in the chat. Oh, J-Mont, how I normally have a link when I go to the league members page, and I can just copy the link and send it. There's literally like no link. That's literally the problem. It only gives me the option to send emails. Before we draft, it's a link and and then I can just add the emails. But right now, there's literally no link, and I'm looking for it. I'm trying my hardest, but there's normally where the link is at. There's no link. So it's like the email is the only way. If you got to make a new email, maybe, but it just won't work. It just won't work.
That man's cousin messed up the whole server.
Yeah, Smoke's second account got it in sham. Even though the team got to win, so it's not even necessarily like ruining the league too much. It's kind of even. Team somehow beat somebody.
How are we supposed to know like he didn't trade Lamar Jackson to his team from that second account? How are we supposed to know
we can
that?
Technically check, but I mean, with the way the team is set up, I think that's legitimately the team. That's a good team. I'm kind of jealous of the team, honestly. Like, I want that team. I'm not gonna lie. That's just a good team, but I don't know. You can check the transaction wire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How heated would y'all be if somebody gets kicked from the league? Or something like that happens, and the AI, like there's literally an AI that starts running the squad, making trades and making actually setting up lineups and stuff. Like
that was crazy. True for true might be the AI with that team, nearly 200 points.
Yeah, he had 190 something points in a fantasy game. It's crazy. That's insane. I'm scared. Going to have to run into that, man. That was the best. That's probably going to be the best fantasy performance from anybody all season.
You just had bad luck. Ain't no way you should have lost that game. Any other team you would have won.
Literally, you would have beat me that week easily. You would have easily beat me.
I promise you, if I remember correctly, after the 4 o'clock during the 4 o'clock games, I was like, oh, I'm straight. Like at halftime, bro, I come back like middle of the late game. And he's annihilating.
He had everybody's career game.
Everybody's best game of the season. Marquise Brown, everybody had their best game of the season against Jalen. 49ers defense against the Rams. Everybody balled out. I don't know what to say.
Hawkinson had 40. TJ Hawkinson had 40.
Best game of his
Kelsey
career.
never even got those numbers. That's crazy.
That's so terrible. And J-Mon, I'm gonna try this again. I'm just gonna copy it from exactly what you just put in the chat. I'm gonna do that. That's not even my account. Little cousin by marriage. I'm not even claiming them right now. It's so stupid. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna copy and paste. Let me see. Let me click this again. We'll try. And just to let anybody know, if you're wondering, it's Jabari Smith highlights. From now on, other than Wimbayama, it's gonna be Ant, Jabari Smith, or Scoop when I'm showing highlights for no reason. Like unless we're talking about something, of course, but like just as background when we're not even talking about basketball, it's gonna be one of those 4 guys because Wimbayama is just that fun to watch.
I thought you were high on Dragon Bender. What happened to that?
Who? What? Who?
That definitely wasn't me because I wasn't high on him.
Who was that?
You don't remember Dragon Bender, bro?
I remember Dragon Bender. I was not high on him.
How many years ago was that? Who was Dragon Bender?
That was your guy, Rico, probably like 6 years ago.
It was like a year after Porzingis got drafted, and Dragon Bender's stock went up because of Porzingis. This guy was another 7-foot European guy that had guard skills, so he got drafted high by the Suns. But I was never really too high on him. I never really thought he was that good, but yeah, he got drafted by the Suns and was like bad from day one.
Yeah, he was terrible.
We gotta stop playing with Ant. Why'd they call this a charge? Why'd they call that a charge? Give them the and one.
Technically that was a charge, but like, yeah, I wouldn't want to call it.
Give them the and one.
Good play by Gabe Vincent. Good humility for getting all that embarrassment.
To take nuts. I'm not. I don't care about the team enough. I don't care. I don't care how much y'all are paying me. It's only 2 points.
Slide
It's
to the
literally only
side.
2
Slide
points.
to the right, man.
The 2 points couldn't have been worth nuts to the face. I'm sorry. I don't care. Maybe if it's a game-winning play. And Jaymon, it's loading right now. Let me try it again. But yeah, nuts to the face is insane for 2 points. Maybe if it's a game winner, I'll excuse it. But it's like mid-game 2 points. Like, bro, let them get the
Nah. I'm sorry. Even more so at the end of the game not to do it because
yeah, bro.
Literally, you literally are gonna be part of the greatest highlight of all time, and you get in the last 10 seconds and you just get annihilated like that. Nah, I'm good off that. I'm scooting to the side, bro. You got that.
He lives internally.
We're going to have to play the foul game, and I'm going to have to hit a three-pointer on the other end because I ain't finna jump for that.
He is eternally a highlight. Whenever Anthony Edwards retires, that's going to be brought back up. It's going to be brought back up in every top dunks in NBA history every time. It's like it's forever now. He can't avoid that. And why every time I pull up a video, it's not the most HD it could be? Am I doing something wrong?
You got
yes, sir.
You got another chapter on Ezra Miller, or is that story?
Actually, yeah, that we could end the stream on that too. Let me try to see if I can find something. I haven't heard anything recently. Let me go look. Let me type in Ezra Miller. Issa Rae says Ezra Miller is a clear example of the Limbs Hollywood. Hold on, I gotta see the. So Issa Rae is basically tired of Ezra Miller. And the fact that do we say them keep getting in trouble. She said, quote, a clear example of the lengths that Hollywood will go to save itself and to protect offenders. So Issa Rae is sick of it. Issa Rae is absolutely done with Ezra Miller getting chances. Because remember last time we talked, I mean the Flash situation, I think he's still about to get not only still be Flash moving forward, I think he's about to get like his own movie. Like literally, like just him. He's the main character, the star of the show, about to get his own movie type of thing.
That man bugged out and got a promotion.
And yeah, I just sent it, Jaymon. I made sure I sent it again. I hope it sent though. And yeah, Joseph, I've been watching Atlanta. I'm not caught up, but I've watched like the first 3 episodes. Atlanta is legendary. If y'all haven't watched it, please do, because the writing is A1. Especially this past season, it's ridiculous.
What's it on?
FX? FX, maybe. I forgot what app we just watched it on, my mom. But you know me, I watch it on my random websites. I was watching it on my Flix.
Yeah.
But yeah, that show is, man, I'm so sad. I think this is the last season, and I'm really sad because it's so creative. It's one of the most creative shows I've ever seen. I mean, it's funny and a whole bunch of stuff, but the reason I really love it is just how creative the writing is. Like, it's got to be a team of people. Can't just be Childish Gambino by himself. Let me see. I'm trying to look to see any other Ezra Miller news. Maybe I need to go to Twitter. Also, let me turn. Maybe that's why, because I'm streaming, and they don't think my computer can handle the HD quality of this video. So we'll take it down a notch. Let's see. Yeah, everything I'm saying Ezra Miller is Issa Rae, and this is all from like a day or a couple of days ago. Nothing else. I'm trying. Yeah, let me try Twitter. Yeah, Ezra Miller returns for the Flash reshoot. That's so bad. I've
been watching The Boys. I think you told me to watch The Boys, right?
Yes, The Boys is great. It's so great.
Yeah, I was to that episode where Stormfront killed 59 people.
Hey, yo, chill.
Chill.
Spoilers? Oh, spoilers? Oh, my bad.
He said, hey, yo, chill.
I mean, I thought y'all, that episode's way old. I thought y'all been watching it by now. I'm just catching up.
I ain't a TV show guy. I'm still on The Sopranos right now, bro. I'm decades late.
Sopranos.
I never watched an episode of Sopranos. I never watched one episode.
I am 2 decades late, bro.
Let's see. I'm on Twitter now. What's going on, Ezra Miller? I'm literally it's all Issa Rae. So maybe if we would have looked like 3 days ago before Issa Rae said what she said, which is completely true. Like, she's completely right about it. But like maybe 3 days ago, we would have gotten other stuff. But literally everything, when you go to Google and go to the news section, type in Ezra Miller, go to Twitter, it's just all of that is. Somebody said, parents be careful. Check your children's Halloween candy this year. Ezra Miller could be anywhere. It's actually pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's literally just a bunch of Issa Rae for the most part. Oh, of course, the Will Smith comparison. Will Smith, all he did was slap somebody. Ezra Miller's been running amok, and Ezra Miller has a new DC movie coming out. The star of the show. Only thing Will Smith got was another slave movie. You know how they, to make up for what he did, he got to play a slave. He got to appease him. They weren't gonna give him no role but a slave role, so I'm not surprised. The first Bleach episode was great. Oh yeah, Chainsaw Man came out, so make sure y'all peep Chainsaw Man. Bleach has been coming out.
This peep. What if Draymond did something like that? It's crazy how Draymond can throw a haymaker into practice, and that's the reaction to get. Will Smith just does like a light slap. He committed assault. Oh my God. He should be arrested.
I'm not gonna lie, because after Devontae Adams, of course the cameraman or whatever they got in front of him at the last second too is pressing charges. If I'm not gonna lie, if that wasn't Chris Rock, probably somebody pressing charges against Will Smith. Like, there's no doubt.
That's true. Chris Rock. If Chris Rock pressed charges, he's gonna get roasted on by everybody he grew up with. They don't care if he's famous now. You don't get roasted on by everybody he grew up with if you press charges for that.
Nobody in New York is taking that lightly, bro. You is not pressing charges on Will Smith.
Oh no.
Location and culture. No way. There's no way he would have gotten away with it. No way at all. And Draymond, I don't know what's going on.
Like the cameraman, like he's not in the wrong for pressing charges. I guess that's something you should do, but still, that's not a good look. It's like for me, it's not a good look, but I mean, you ain't wrong for pressing charges. It's just
Joseph's right too. We're still not talking about Brett Favre, which is the worst out of all of this. Brett Favre and Ezra Miller should be at the top of the list.
Literally, talking about Ime Udoka before Brett Favre. That's crazy. We apologize.
Yeah, that's our fault. We're a part of the problem. We have been gone. The Brett Favre thing is kind of old a little bit, but it kind of came back up. But we still haven't talked about it. So,
but the thing is, because nobody talks about it, so we don't even remember to talk about it. I think that's just really what it is. Like we would talk about it if we remember it, but no one talks about it at all.
Ever since it came out, so for like the last month and a half, everybody's been saying the same thing, like what you said, Seyi. That we're not talking about it, but everybody keeps saying, but we're not talking about it. It's just like
we don't remember it. Like this thing is like,
into it, please.
Look at the title. Look at the Brett Favre must think we're all stupid. The man who threw the most interceptions in NFL history also can't read a room. They on some dead spin on his head.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's just crazy that Mississippi doesn't have water, but this man stole all of that money. How much? $77 million. Yeah, that Brett Favre situation is insane. And the fact that they act like T.O. is such a bad guy, he couldn't make it to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And because his character, even though really everybody's treating T.O., and I saw a tweet about this, everybody's treating T.O. how they should have treated Antonio Brown. T.O. didn't deserve none of the hate he got and not making it into the Hall of Fame and all of that type of stuff. That's the hate Antonio Brown should be getting, and definitely Brett Favre. Brett Favre should better get the same energy they had with T.O. for all of them years, acting like he was such a nuisance.
You seen Brett Favre double down?
Double down?
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
He just got a statement the other day saying, I was not aware of I was not aware that they were stealing the bread from this place. So he basically said, I was aware they were taking bread, but not from that specific organization.
Like, I was aware they were stealing money. I just didn't know they were stealing money from there. Like I was aware they were stealing money, but not from there.
That's so bad, man.
But the thing is, Brett Favre off the field, like there was a reason why Falcons let him go early in his career, because off the field he was bad. But nobody talks about that with Brett Favre. But it's always T.O. is the locker room problem.
I didn't know that. Maybe I was young for that.
Yeah, it wasn't just his play why Falcons let him go. Like, no, it's because off the field he just wasn't focused. He was causing problems. That's why the Falcons let him go. And then he signed with the Packers or traded to the Packers. The rest is history.
Anthony Edwards just blocked KD. I just got the notification, so I was like, let me bring it up. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. Stupid. Stupid. I hate Ant's haircut right now. I'm needed to grow back out a little bit.
I just crossed the North Carolina border right now.
Okay, that man almost he getting there.
We went to a different state during this podcast.
Literally went through South Carolina during the show. That's crazy. I'm glad we kept you a little entertained though to make the drive a little less boring.
yeah, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. J-Mon, I'm just gonna have to talk to you probably in my stream when I start streaming on Monday, or like on Instagram or Twitter, something. I'm gonna have to talk to you. You may have to make a new email because maybe that email is just broke ESPN. I don't know. I've tried every option I can. I want to get you in. We got to figure it out. So yeah, we'll get it going at some point. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody that pulled up to the stream. Anything y'all wanted to say before we got up out of here, Seyi and Jalen?
Oh yeah, Joseph. Oh yeah, WWE is amazing right now. I was watching AEW over WWE, but now I'm watching WWE way over AEW. Like I love it right now. I can't wait to watch SmackDown after this. I don't know what happened SmackDown right now, but I can't wait to set up my DVR and watch it.
To help that guy, J-Mon or whatever his name is, did you actually kick the other guy out yet?
Yeah, I did. I made sure I kicked them out. It's an empty team. I had to literally tell the computer to stop making decisions for them. Like it's like a button. It's like auto run franchise or something. I turned that off.
Hey, that's what happened.
I just kicked.
Does?
I think it can, but I just kicked the guy out.
Crazy. So
I just kicked the guy out.
Bye week players and everything. If someone got an injury, you bench them. Like that's crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
It says something like that.
Thank you for filling this roster spot because I was not finna play a league and get cooked by an AI, bro. If I lost to the AI,
it was about to happen. You're about to be 0-6.
Oh yeah, it says auto control. A team set to auto will continue to be active by making roster decisions and adding and dropping players. A team of auto cannot propose.
I'm not gonna have IBM Watson beat me.
No, the point of fantasy is you manage your own team. You can't have a computer doing that for you.
I can set it for any of y'all to be auto. Anybody, even if you're already in here, anybody can be auto control. It's crazy. Well, I don't know what the fun in that is. You might as well just not draft. Might as well not be in the league.
I'm not finna have IBM Watson beat me every week, bro. I'm just not finna have
But anything. First of all, Joseph, I got you. Don't even worry about it. You about to catch this real smooth L. It's gonna be real comfortable too. I'm gonna make sure it's good for you. But anything y'all want to say before we got up out of here?
I have something for the future. Go ahead, Seyi.
No, I was just gonna say I was just gonna give the typical fancy guru talk. You know what it is. I'm just gonna win the league. Just that. Okay. That's all I was gonna say.
Of course. It was only a matter of time. I ain't mad at it.
I got a future statement that whenever we come back, by then the Boston Celtics would have beat the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 1 of the NBA season. So
when is Game 1?
Tuesday.
Oh, I'm excited. We back to basketball, football, and basketball at the same time. Hockey just started too. I don't care.
Watch James Harden score like 40-something points just for that statement.
Oh, he just for
the statement.
He gonna drop 40, but Marcus Smart about to have a calm 47. Then if Harden drops
Marcus Smart,
calm 47 in his bag. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Let me ask you a question.
More likely 47 shots attempted. I'll say that.
You probably already know the answer to this because I just kind of spoiled it in a way. But who leads the Celtics in the most threes in a game?
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart, because he's that guy. He is literally that guy.
Because he doesn't know when to stop shooting. There's Ben Simmons and not shooting, and there's Marcus Smart shooting too much. Those are two extremes.
My boy's on the cover of Sports Illustrated right now, the newest issue, so I don't want to hear it.
I never won the league, though.
On the cover.
Do you remember I won the championship? Hold on. You remember I won the championship, right? You forgot a couple years ago I won the championship, which gave me that fantasy guru moniker right there. So don't say I never win the league. I win the league, and I want to win this league too. You lucky to say for money, because I would have took all of it. I would have took all your money.
Who said that? I didn't say nothing. I didn't say none of that.
Oh no, that was Smokes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm bowing down. I mean, I can't say nothing. I'm 0-5, so you got it, Seyi. You got it, bro.
I am your
Say every
fantasy
comment
guru,
you
not
want,
the
bro.
fantasy
Right.
guru. I'm your fantasy guru for a reason.
Just to let you know, I
Crazy.
figured out a way to upload the Kyle Lowry video as like a permanent thing on the stream, so I no longer have to go and get it.
Goodness.
So we're gonna go ahead and play the video and get up out of here. We will catch y'all next Friday, 7:30.
I'm about to take this off. Ain't no.
I'll catch y'all Friday.
7 big booty, big old bubble butt booty. Kyle, let me see that booty. Lowry.